All right, am I live? I think I am. How's it going, guys? Oh, dude, this is a surreal experience. Got three, no, four viewers. I have no idea what BR I'm gonna play. Yeah, I haven't played War Thunder in like a week, to be honest. I've been playing a lot of CS2. I've been kind of addicted to the game. You guys got any suggestions of a BR you guys want me to run? I have Germany here equipped. You could do maybe Focke-Wulf A8. Yeah, I don't really know what to say. I'm oddly nervous about live streaming. MB157. That's the French plane, right? The one with like 220 millimeters. I think that's the one with the low ammo, right? I haven't played that one. If that is the one you're talking about, looks like we got a down tier. Pull up. I'm gonna pull up. Message in a sec. Oops. And I wasted 4 bullets of 20 mil already. We're off to a great start.
Attention to the designated grid zone.
Alright, tell me if the audio of the stream or like my microphone is a bit too loud or too quiet, because I honestly have no idea how it sounds. Not gonna lie, the MB157 is good apart from its ammo count. Yeah, I think that's what, 60 rounds per gun? Yeah, that's very, very low. Good luck, my guy. Thank you. Got a lot of oddities in the chat. NA servers. Yeah, we got a full down tier. It's gonna be fun. Indeed, the plane I'm talking about? Yeah. Engine noise is a bit louder than your voice. Not that much? Okay. I can probably turn down my engine volume. Yeah, it's on 50 right now. It's actually quite loud. Let's do 35. How about that? I got a new keyboard, so I'm like spamming escape because that's where my change view button was. It wasn't the escape key, but I keep tapping it. It's actually this button now. Hi, Mr. Muffin. Man, dude, I got 12 viewers already. That's pretty wild. I didn't even expect, like, even close to 10 viewers. Oh yeah, perfect? Alright, good. What do you guys think about background music? You guys want to listen to some Spotify, or what type of music do you guys want to listen to? Just like chill? Maybe some rock? I have some synthwave music that I like. I like Gunship. Gunship's good. Oh yeah, I already have it perfectly queued up right here. Welcome back, man. I just want to say I saw your post earlier, and I hope things get better soon. Thanks for the awesome content. You've helped me learn so much about War Thunder and how to fly. I really appreciate the kind words, dude. Yeah, I really appreciate it. Yeah, things have been pretty chaotic recently. I've, probably for the past 2 months, I've actually not been at home as much as I have been away from home. I've been out of state a lot, visiting family, and, yeah, I think, I said some things about my family's, one of my family members' health issues that I don't really want to talk too much about in the post. But yeah, it's pretty tough. That's okay though. This isn't a sad stream. That's not what we're here for. And wow, that's a lot of XP50s. All right, this is the welcome back head on. And he's not paying attention at all. Okay. That's definitely how I get most of my kills. It's so easy, guys. I've seen a couple of comments on asking how I position in War Thunder, and it might look like I'm being a bit passive right now, but I'm simply just kind of waiting for the XP50s to like lose altitude and energy, and I don't want them to pay attention to where I am right now. Like, I don't really want to get engaged with them because they do a lot of things better than me. Same with the Yak 3. Yak 3s are really dangerous to this plane. A8 just doesn't have the flight performance. So I'm just going to kind of wait, you know? I'm just going to wait above the fight, look for a target that I really want to go for. Like, this P-47 looks really good to go for right now because nobody else over there is paying attention. He's kind of diving away though, so not the best target to go for. Also, in Focke-Wulfs, you really want to keep your speed. I don't like to go cruise under 400 kilometers an hour. And you can see a lot of enemies over there climbing. And this is just one of those games where I kind of want to keep my altitude for a while. This Yak 3, he's probably going to turn towards me in a second. Love the gunship edit, thank you. Chill music. Hey Mac, love the channel, happy to see you're back, hope all's well. Thanks, man. Yeah, everything's okay. I mean, yeah, I've been having a pretty hectic past 2 months now. School started back up as well. I have no idea how many uploads I'm going to be playing, or uploads I'm going to be doing for videos. I think this is a 3-man of Corsairs. It's pretty wild. So this guy's going to pitch up for me here. At 44, it's a bit dangerous, but he's not going to get his nose on. And this guy's also not going to get his nose on as long as I play this right. So, I do have more energy than these guys. I'm not really scared. F-44s can hang in the air for a while, but their engines aren't the best at this altitude. And since I have more energy than them, I should be okay as long as I keep my speed. That is a bit scary that he's prop hanging me here. However, he just, again, he doesn't have the energy. And there's not really anything to be scared about, you know? I definitely misjudged this, though. I should not be pitching in for this. I don't like this. I really don't like that move that I just did.
Attention to the map.
Rip. Alright, so now I want to run to teammates because I am getting chased by 4 enemies. What a first game to hop into, right? I have no teammates around. That's a screenshot right there. So, XP50, priority target because he's just not paying attention to me right now. Wow, my aim is horrible. Oh my god, guys, don't run. Goodness. That was absolutely horrible. So yeah, aim has definitely gone down the drain here. And so, only one guy's chasing me right now. And I'm fine with that, because if I can isolate this fight, then I'm just fine. We have a big following enemy base. Yeah. So this guy's definitely going to be faster than me in the long run. However, I just, yeah, want to isolate the fight. Want to try and reverse him, because F-44s actually lock up really badly at high speeds. So if I can actually get into this high-speed fight, I can reverse him pretty easily here. Yeah, now he has no teammates around to help him, so he's just going to run away as he sees me not turning him. I wish. If only. And so now, he has teammates around. This is a pretty sad game, first game, because we got multiple enemies still above me, and this late on in the game, the A8 is just not it. Alright, let's read some chat. I'm playing A8, yeah. Recently found your channel, loving it. Thank you, man. Yeah, I'm just a normal dude playing War Thunder. I don't really know. I don't know. This guy's coming back for more. That guy's also a problem though too, because I don't have teammates around. Maybe that Yak 3 can help me, but I don't really have much hope here. I can always try and reverse him because these guys are just really bad at high speeds. So if I can get one in front of me, it's the best way to do this is to try and kill one as quickly as possible. I want to try and kill this guy as quickly as possible before his other teammate gets here. So there's one. That guy's running away. I don't know why he wasn't helping his teammate there. That's kind of confusing. That's a big mistake on his part. But now I can just kind of pitch down, gain speed, and I'm gonna force him to high speed again. And because I have better high speed control, and he's also faster than me right now, he's just not really gonna have much of a chance to do much, you know. So here I cut throttle, and I think I have a teammate near me to help me. However, I can just kind of keep turning like this, and I have to keep turning like this because I don't outperform this guy in the long run. So I want to get this fight as slow as possible, as quickly as possible. Fuck. You know, that was just a big whiff. But now he can't run away. He's just too slow. This guy's gonna steal my kill. Yep, there he goes. Gotta love it. Just, that's War Thunder in a nutshell, huh? Alright, so I kind of got myself out of a risky situation. Let's see. Enemies, I think there's only like 2 guys left. That guy has 5 kills. Wow. Right now would be a good time to go for AI aircraft, just to get the tickets down, stop our ticket bleed as well. But I don't have any squad mates that I'm squatted up with, so it's not the best time since I'm solo queuing. That's alright though. Okay, I gotta go for this one. It's flying directly under me, you know? Get what you give, or get what you... I don't know how the saying goes. But I think this is the only fighter left on their enemy team. Level 100. Not bad. This guy is a helicopter. Wow, a helicopter guy? 68 and one death in a helicopter. That's pretty wild. I like never see helicopters. OMG, we're live. OMG, OMG. I am live. I know it's very weird. I don't really know what to say, you know? I'm just kind of trying to explain my gameplay. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask, because I don't really know what to say besides like kind of live commentary on my fight right now. I want to suggest the F-82. Oh boy, that plane, I don't know. That plane, it's okay. It's 5.3 now. It's definitely underestimated because the average skill of F-82 pilots is just in the gutter. Actual room temp IQ. So it can be underestimated. I'm probably gonna catch this guy because his engine looks really damaged. So I shouldn't have a problem killing him if he's not gonna maneuver. I don't really know what his plan is here. I take it we're not in a talking mood. I'm sorry, you're a Yak 3, I want you out of the match. And I don't think this guy's gonna put up much of a fight because his engine is screwed up. So yeah, he's bringing me to a teammate of his. Ooh, that was a nice shot. But it's an F6F. F6Fs are super easy to deal with. They actually turn really well, and I like the 3.3 F6F because it has a really underestimated turn. But they can actually really like pull with you. But this is a 5N. It's a super heavy one, and as long as you just run them out of energy, they can't do crap to you. Like this guy has no energy. He has no climb rate. There's just nothing you can do at this point. And I'm in an A8. Sure, I started with like an energy advantage. But even if I started at equal energy, I can still spiral him up like that. And there's nothing you can do. Like, imagine if I was in a 109 G6 right now, F6F is just completely screwed. And that's why this plane at 4.3 is just not it. Oh no, he's gonna crash into the ground. And I only had my machine guns. I still got the kill, which is nice. And that's an ace first game. I should have 6, I think. Oh yeah, because the Yak 3P stole one of my kills. Ah, rip. That's alright though. So last guy, probably a bomber. Not very skilled. So yeah, we're just gonna kind of fly around. 3.3 Hellcat is super fun. I agree, yeah. I actually have the British Premium Hellcat rank 3 so you can complete missions and not be on the OS team. Yeah. The Hellcat is a fun little plane that is very underestimated in my opinion. And yeah, I really like to fly it, but the 4.3 version with the 20 mils and the radar pod is just way too heavy, way too slow. Can't do anything. But it was a long time ago. First plane you got 10 kills in. Nice. Yeah, the Hellcat has plenty of ammo. 50 cals are pretty nice, especially at that VR. Like 3.3, most of the planes aren't that tough. So they're pretty. 50 cals are pretty good for that VR. What's my mouse aim sense? I honestly have no idea. I haven't changed it in like so long. Where would that even be? Aiming, maybe? Gamepad, aim accelerator, nope. Well, I know I play on 1000 DPI, and I think I have like, I honestly have no idea. Aim sensitivity. So I have 25% aim sensitivity with 1000 DPI. And there's the last guy. How do I get lots of silver, no money spent? I don't know what you mean by that, but if you're asking how you gain silver lions, the best way is to probably just get score. Like, if you can't find people to kill, then go for ground targets, or base bombing isn't bad. However, I don't play bombers. I don't like bombers. I never have. So I don't recommend that. It's a bit slow, it's a bit boring, repetitive, and you also get shot down by fighters a lot. So if you can get air targets killed, and if you can get ground targets killed, and just rack up a bunch of score like this, then that's probably the best way of getting SL. Nah, play MB157. I vote J2M2. Awesome, thanks. Yeah, you're welcome. Alright, now we go for kill number 6. This guy is completely dead in the water here. And that is 6. GG's. Almost a 7 kill, but that Yak 3P had to do his little thing and take one of them. That's okay though. It's a pretty solid first game back, to be honest. 6 kills and an assist. It's really cool, actually. 8 is one of my favorite Falkwolves, just because of the guns. War bonds get premiums when this was a thing. Let's see. Oh no. So, let's see. Another big thing is battle activity. If you have like above 60% or whatever, and you have a lot of time spent in battle, then you get more SL. It's it's kind of like a multiplier almost. So as you can see, like time played was 16, 17, and my activity was 99%. Therefore, I'm going to get as many silver lions as I can. Obviously, premium account does help, but you don't need it. If you do buy premium account, I would say buy like a week or more. I would buy like probably 7 days. Bro dropped 7 first game back in 2 weeks. Dude, we get it. Yeah, I got pretty lucky with the enemy's positioning, and I think I probably should have died to those 2 Corsairs, but one of them made a big mistake, so I kind of got lucky there. Alright, let's do... So you guys are talking about MB157. Yeah, I don't think I've played a single game in this aircraft. Nope. Wow, that's really fast for 3.3. What the heck? That's wild. One of my favorite French planes is actually an American plane. This plane is really fun to fly. I don't have the A10 in the US tech tree though. I think that thing... I've heard people say it turns better than this thing. I have no idea. It's been a while since I played the Pure Mirski. That might be fun to fly. What do you guys think? MB157 slaps? Yeah. I think my aim is just not in a good place right now for me to get like 3 or 4 kills with one ammo load. So let's look for a plane that has more ammo, you know? Ooh, what about Tempest Mark V? Can you play jet? So I'm not the biggest fan of jets. The highest I'll go usually is like 8.0. Like I'll fly the A5. I like the F-84G a lot. I like the 262 Jabo. But I don't really go much higher than 7.0 or 8.0. Every once in a while I'll play the like 9.0, like the CL-13B. I really like this plane a lot. But I don't really go into this area. I'm just not that good at Missile Thunder, and I think it kind of takes away from the game. Hornet? Ooh, I like that recommendation. A5U2. So all of the Focke-Wulf A5 models actually got nerfed really badly, and they're basically unflyable right now. P63 is awesome, I agree. Alright, well, I'm not going to keep you guys waiting. Let's just hop into one game, and we're going to do the Hornet because Hornet is fun. And it's also a pretty good plane to play solo because you have such an altitude advantage over everyone. F2H2. That's also a pretty good jet, I've heard. I haven't really played many games in it, but I probably should start playing it. Because it's 7.3 now, right? I think so. Looks like we got a up tier, but luckily the BI's on our team. Or the buy. It's okay though. Ooh, you guys, I could get a squad mate next game. I keep pressing the wrong button. Alright, so this plane you actually need mech in. Oh my gosh, that's the wrong keybind. Wow. Imagine opening calculator accidentally. That's actually wild. Okay. So, Hornet mech settings, around 30 to 35% radiator, and 65 mixture is pretty good. And then the supercharger is 2.2 kilometers. I use metric, by the way, if you guys are new here. I just find it easier. That's how the game is set default, so I just use it. I keep hoping for a premium F2H that the Canadians use in 9Bs. That would be interesting. However, I think, nice lisp, I think that would be kind of like the Seahawk in the British and German tech trees. With the 9, it has like 2 9Bs, I'm pretty sure as well. But the flight performance just wouldn't be that good because if it has 2 9Bs, it's gonna have to go up a lot of. It's gonna have to go up quite a substantial BR. There's calculating his flight path. I was. I took it a bit too seriously, you know. What do they do to my baby? Yeah, the A5s have just been completely nerfed to the ground. The Sabre A5, this is an old favorite and a new favorite. Yeah, the Sabre A5 is pretty fun. Gotta go real quick, I'll be back. Alright, take your time, bro, I'll be here. So a general rule with mixture is you want to keep it around 65 for most aircraft, but then once you go above 6,000, you want to drop it back down to 60, and then I think every kilometer above 6,000 meters, you drop the mixture by 8 to 10%. So if I was to be at like 7,500 meters in a Hornet right now, I'd probably drop my mixture to 50% or so. Just so and so. Man, I sound like a nerd. So that's a bomber right there. So I know I don't really need to go much higher than this. 288. Honestly, it's probably not even worth to go for him. I mostly let those guys pass just because they're so annoying to kill. That BI might handle him. Actually, there's a fighter right there, I think. So we're gonna keep climbing. You play War Thunder, sounding like a nerd is given. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I play ARB. That's definitely not a nerd thing to say, right? Alright, we got Private Teep right here. And it's high H. Probably it's high H, right? I'll be surprised if it's a Tassi. So I'm going diagonal like this because I'm not going to get a shot at him, and if he pitches up for me, it's going to be much harder for him to kill me. So I'm just kind of waiting. It is a Taich. Yeah, I don't really need to. I can pick and choose when I engage them because I have such an altitude advantage. And if this guy goes head on, then I'm fine. There goes one. Nice little shot there. That guy should have dove down instead of going up to dodge. Got a lot of enemies to the left over here. Got a Spitfire. I want these two guys gone because they're Taiches and because they're also the highest. I can't go for that shot, so I'm just going to leave him, and I'm going to continue on with the next highest target. Oh my gosh, I've been stream sniped by Potato. Oh my gosh, what the heck? No way. Potato, what are you doing here? What are you doing here, Potato? I wonder if he's in the stream too. He could just be randomly Q sniping me and not knowing that I'm in the stream. But he also could know. That's funny. Alright. Oh, lead more. Oh, that was really, really bad. Bad shooting by me. Can't expect my aim to be super good. The Hornet is annoying to play in my opinion. I agree because it's such a boat and it takes forever to like actually line up. Tell you what, we might be able to queue with Potato next game because he's just chilling here. Alright. So, plan, go head on. Because Hornet has 420s. Come get some Potato. Aw, rip. That was a bit of an overcommit by me, I think. I have plenty of speed though, so I'm fine. I can actually go for this Taich before the BF-109 gets to me, because he's actually fighting somebody else right now. So, this guy's going to be slow and right in front of my guns. Perfect. Wow. Hello? Not worth it. You know, I figured those would be enough to kill him, but I guess not. That's unfortunate. Yeah, this guy's never gonna catch me, so I keep hitting the wrong key. My bad, guys. Where do I buy premiums with war bonds? You have to buy cases for that, and they're very rare to get. So it's just not. Wow, those are close. You'd have to spend a lot of war bonds to get premiums, and you also have to play the game to get war bonds in the first place. So they're just really annoying to get. But premiums usually just cost either money or golden eagles. Is Sparko's strike again? Exactly. I haven't really played War Thunder super recently, but in the recent like months I've played War Thunder, I've had some really weird. Wow, that guy's okay. I've had some really weird incidents with Hispanos being just not. They just don't do damage. I have plenty of space to go for this guy. It's all about finding the right gap between the enemies. He's probably going to put that out, unfortunately, but we're just going to leave him because I got other priorities to deal with. Like this guy with the gun pods. Okay, severe, nice. And that guy, full commit head-ons, and loses to a BI. That is wild. Imagine being a gun pod, K4, and losing a head-on to a BI. That's pretty wild. Alright, I'm a bit slow here for trying to go for Potato. Should I just turn fight him? I'm going to turn fight him, guys. This would be really funny if he actually makes a mistake. Because I can catch him in a climb if he tries to run. That would be pretty funny. What if I snipe him? Oh, I can tell those are getting close, Potato. Current air options like the P40 and the F5 or the BB238s. Current. Interesting. I probably shouldn't reach out right now if I have a guy right in front of me. Alright, Potato, we get it. You're doing all these fancy flying things. But not even the 109 can keep up in the vertical with this thing. How many kills do I have? Only 2. It's okay though. Alright, I can mute my mic there for a second. All good though. Yeah, there wasn't really much you could do there. There's, what, 4 enemies on him? And all of them turn better? Yeah, K4, I love the K4. It's probably one of my favorite aircraft of all time in this game. But it just doesn't, like... It's not as good as it used to be because there's so many other aircraft now at its BR that, that you just can't get away with what you used to in it. Alright, I'm gonna see if Potato wants to squad, guys. What's your opinion on the Ta 154? That was actually one of the first premiums I bought as a controller player, as a controller noob, and I think it wasn't that bad maybe like 4 years ago when I actually bought it. However, at its BR right now, it's just terrible. The Ta 154 is higher BR. I think Defi made a video on it, and he titled it higher BR than the XP50, by the way, and that basically sums up exactly what I think about it. It's a worse plane than the XP50 in all regards, and it's at a higher BR. So there's just no point to me playing it. Wow, 42 viewers. This is pretty cool, guys.
Just a little more effort, and victory will surely be ours.
Spanners are inconsistent, and combined with the Hornets' boatiness is a combo for pain. Yeah, you really need to, the biggest thing for aiming well in the Hornet is definitely prediction. Like, you need to be able to predict where the enemy is going to go. You need to be able to predict where he's going to turn, what, like, maneuver he's going to make. And the best thing I can do for that is, well, one of the first things is game sense. Like, you need to kind of be inside the mind of your enemy, if that makes sense. It sounds a bit weird, but you want to be able to, like, know exactly what he's going to do to try and dodge you. And then another thing is, like, kind of observing the way his wings are moving, like which direction they're turning. Because the plane can't do a rudder turn in realistic. So you always want to pay attention to what his wings like this are doing. Like, if he's rolling this way, he's probably going to do this, you know? And every once in a while he'll negative G, but that's just not that hard to adjust to if you're trying to shoot him down. I don't know if I explained that very well, but yeah, prediction is very important in the Hornet or other planes that just don't have very good control responsiveness. Like 109s are like the complete opposite because they have very snappy controls. So you can kind of get away with just observing which way the enemy plane that's trying to dodge you is just going to go. I'm yapping right now. Alright, so we got 2 enemies left. I think one of them is a bomber. Yep. And the second guy is a fighter, but he's RTP, so we should be good to just win on tickets here. Did live chat stop, or are you guys just not saying anything? Either way, it's fine.
Let's keep the pressure on.
W Yapto. Can we get some Spitfire gaming later? I don't know. We'll see what the rest of the chat wants. Oh, GG's. The 109K crash and landing. Can we get some Spitfire? So, I'm not the biggest fan of most of the Spitfires. Like, I like how they fly sometimes, but I feel like they're kind of cheesy aircraft to fly. because you basically hold S and win. However, like the Mark 5C is fun to fly because it's at such a high BR that it kind of gets underestimated, and it has 420s, so it kind of just deletes everything in its path. Is it working now? Yeah, the chat's just chilling. Just being quiet, LOL. All right, let's you know what? Let's give him what he wants. Let's do a Spitfire game. What Spitfire to choose though? We could go like for the King. We could go for something conservative like the LF Mark 9. I think the Griffin though is a fun plane to take out. Oh wait, oh yeah, potato. Crap. I forgot potato. Is potato on now? Wait, where'd he go? Alright, I'm gonna invite him. Oh, he's offline because he's fixing his internet. Alright, so we're gonna wait for potato, and there he is. Perfect. You know, the first game I played against Potato, he was in a K4, and I was in a Griffin Spitfire, and I was recording footage for the Griffin Spitfire. So, whoa, what is going on with his... Oh, I think it's because I'm streaming or something. I don't know, but that's fine. I just like to watch in the weird way. Oh boy. This you explained very well, and even though I know, or I now how to play it, it's still I think it's not that good because killing it is a chore. Every killing it is a chore. Okay. Alright, he's readied up in the K4. I think we play K4 after this game in a Spitfire. Test, is chat working? That's Moxie. Buddy, how about a Discord? So I don't have my own Discord server, but I have a community hub for Ceres. I think it's linked in my YouTube channel. What's up, bro? What's up, dude? Alright, we got a down tier. Nice. We got a team killer. Yikes. Not even a minute in, yep. Exactly. Actually, this is a cold map that can get storms, correct? Yep. So we can actually leave our radiators on pretty low. There's not much you need to do with the mech on the Spitfire. You just gotta leave the radiators open enough to where it doesn't overheat that bad. And that is saying quite a lot because it's a Spitfire. And it's kind of inevitable that it's gonna overheat unless you're on a cold map like this. But yeah, you just have to keep the radiators high enough. You can even change the prop pitch a bit. So for example, if I was overheating a bit too much for my radiators to control, then you just lower your prop pitch a bit, and you do lose like a very, very slight amount of horsepower. However, it really does help the cooling a lot. And a weird thing about the Griffin Spitfire is it's designed to fight at high altitudes. So its supercharger gear switch is actually really high up. It's like, I think 4.3 kilometers. It's really up there. So it kind of has a really bad performance drop-off around like 3 kilometers to 4.5. It's just not the best to fight there. But at low altitude it's fine, and at high altitude it's very, very good. He's live? I am. Yeah, this is the first live stream I've ever done, dude. Do you play tanks? I do not. They're just not my cup of tea. I don't enjoy playing them. I've tried tanks, but I just don't enjoy them. And I'm also really bad at them, so I don't think I'll be playing tanks anytime soon. Yeah, the streaming delay is pretty bad. I think I tried to get it like low latency, but I think the best I can do is like 10 or 15 seconds, which is fine. It's not that bad. It's not like a minute delay, which that would be horrible. So as you can see, I'm starting to lose a lot of engine horsepower at this altitude, which is around 3.5, and you can see my IAS going down in the top left. And that's this is about the altitude where the Griffin starts choking, and then it only gets it only like kind of stays at this level until you get to like 5,000, where you can actually switch your supercharger. So it's just going to take a bit longer to climb at this altitude. And I recommend that you don't fight people at this altitude with a Griffin Spitfire, unless you're like above or below. This altitude is just like a kind of a dead zone for this engine.
The enemy's getting closer to victory.
Potato, with his variable switch supercharger and his K4, he's doing just fine. I think that's what is that?
Excellent.
Maybe it's an F7F? I have no idea what that is. It could be a BI. I think it's an F7F. No, but it can't be, right? It can't be an F7F. I'm very confused. Oh, okay, I see. You see, that's not a fun sight. It'll be okay though. So now's about the I actually kind of forgot, but now is about the time where I can switch my supercharger. I'll be just fine.
Engaging the enemy.
That's very bad.
Attack the enemy.
Space fire, yeah. LF Mark 9 is just kind of be like that. Mac is live. I'm like a kid on Christmas. I'm glad that you enjoy my content that much, dude. Alright, so we got Key 83. You know, it would be funny if I were to just pitch up after him right now, but I couldn't, because there's a Spitfire right there. I think Potato's gonna go deal with him, but he's just so high up there that it's kind of impossible to right now. So we just wait. If there's nothing to do, then there's nothing to do, you know? You just kind of sit and wait and gain altitude. Let these guys chase Potato because a K4 is a tasty target. And we're gonna bait Potato here. How about that? Oh no, he's coming towards me, okay? Alright. Okay, Key 83 is going for me, and the Spitfires too. That's fun. Alright, so I think I can get a shot on the Key 83 before I have to dodge the Spitfire. Oh no, they almost rammed each other. Wow, that's wild. Alright, I can probably get a shot on this guy before I go down. Alright, I go back down now. Ooh, that was clean. Where's the Spitfire? Oh god. Thank goodness Potato damaged him. Alright, just dodge one more time under him, and I should be okay now. That was a bit frisky, but it worked out in the long run. Pretty nice snipe there on the Spitfire, or Key 83. Alright, we got, what is that, a P51 I think? I think there was a P51 up there that was still climbing. 0, F82, not a problem. Crazy snipe, yeah. Baked Potato, I like it. I like it. Alright, I'm gonna start calling him Baked Potato now. Because he's turn fighting a 0 that has energy advantage. Actually, it might be AFK. Nope. Good luck with that one, Potato. Alright, so there's another guy up there, but he's way too far to help him. So I can actually pitch up for this guy, and there's not much he can do because he's going so slow. And he has no help, so why not, you know? I just take my shots while I have. Or take my shots while I have them, you know? There's the P51 that I was talking about earlier. Alright, so I think we have, yeah, 2 people below us. I think Potato and the Seafire have that guy handled, so I'm just going to kind of fly under this guy because I think that he's going to see me, he's going to dive on me, and he's going to overcommit. And that's exactly what I want him to do, you know? So I'm just going to fly directly under him. I want him to dive on me. Key 83 ticked me off. Key 83s, they're kind of scary because they have such a good vertical, characteristic. But they compress a lot and their guns got like really nerfed. So they're not that scary as long as you just stay out of their nose. They're really not that scary. If you really get into like a low speed fight with them, then you're kind of screwed. But yeah, just stay out of low speed fights with Key 83s, you'll be fine. Alright, so this guy's not diving on me. And eventually I do outclimb him, but it's just gonna take forever. I think he's gonna go for potato right here. See, I could just dive down and get an easy kill on that guy, but I want this guy gone because he's just gonna be a nuisance up here. This is a bit boring, but it'll kind of have to do what you do. Oh, what happened there? Very odd window there. If you guys, my controls are kind of weird, by the way. So if you can kind of see how my left shift is always pressed down, and that's because that's actually my free look key. So it's not like C or V. Like I think the default is C. But yeah, I have mine on left shift because I can use my pinky to just kind of push it down and free look all over the place. Nice shot, potato. Yeah, I can use my pinky to look around, and then I can just use my other fingers to press WASD and all that for keyboard movements like this while I'm looking around. So it's very easy to control my plane. Yeah, it's just really easy to control my plane how I want to, especially when I have a pinky free to just use on free look. And I think it's a pretty nice key to have. No cannon? All good. Alright, so there's a P-51 down there. And I think he's going to die to Yak 3, but I might as well just go down there, because I can. Actually, hold on, P-51 has a shot on this guy. Wait, is the Yak 3 going to lose this fight? I think I have to help him. Not to kill steal. Not to kill steal. Sorry if that was, but you know. Just too tempting. What do you think, guys? Was that justified? Was that a justified kill? Because the Yak 3 looked like he was losing. Okay. No damage to Spanos. I love it. There we go. There's potato. Do superchargers switch gear automatically? So if you have your engine control on auto, they do. However, if you have your engine control on manual, like me most of the time, then you actually have to manually switch it. So I have a number pad on the side of my keyboard that allows me to just like press whatever, and you just kind of have a keybind switch to change supercharger gear. And yeah, with the press of the keybind, then it changes. So I'll press it now, and you can see kind of in the bottom left middle of my screen, you can see my superchargers changing back and forth. And right now I have it on 1 because my gear switch on the Spitfire is really high, and it's like, I think 4.5 kilometers, so I would switch it from 1 to 2 at that altitude. And that's how you get the most out of your engine, if you're in manual engine control. But yeah, there's no need to change it right now. What do you have your speed control set to? So, like drop throttle and increase throttle? So this is going to be really weird. This sounds horrible, and even my teammates and my squad mates said this is horrible. But my increased throttle and decreased throttle are 1 and 2, respectively. It's just so... People say it's really weird, but it just kind of works for me. Alright, let's go K4. But yeah, I have a really weird spot, because the shift and control... Yeah, left shift and left control are the defaults for... They're the defaults for increase and decrease throttle, but I changed that because left shift is my free look now. So yeah, it's very weird. I said, what? OMG? Oh gosh, I know, it's weird. Please don't be mad at me. That's just how I fly. That's so bad. I know. Oh gosh, you guys hate me. I know. I'm gonna get like 20 lost subscribers from this now. Please don't unsubscribe because of my keybinds, guys. You use a WTR-TI for the supercharger. I have no idea what that means. I have a number pad for my mech settings, though. I just have a keybind set. Not mad, just LMAO, what the fuck, yeah. Yeah, it's weird. A little nifty thing, however, I have, since my left control is actually free, because that used to be throttled down, but now it's kind of unbound, my left control is actually my reset throttle axis. So if you've noticed, if you guys watch some of my videos, and you guys notice I cut throttle really quickly, then my left control is the reset throttle axis, so I can go from WEP to 0% throttle instantly. Like, I'll show you on the runway here. But yeah, you can set it up like this. So throttle axis, reset axis value is you just place a keybind there, and then once you press that keybind, if you're on like 100% throttle, then you can go from 100 to 0 really, really quickly. Like, so I'm on WEP right now, I press left control twice, and I'm on 0. And then you can just throttle back up when you need to. But then I can also just change my throttle when I want to with 1 and 2. I know, it's really weird, but it works for me. I think we got a full down to 4.7. You guys are gonna hate me for this too, but my gear key, my retract and deploy gear, is C, because my G key is actually flaps up. So if I drop my flaps, it's V, and then I raise my flaps as G, and then if I want to toggle them, it's just F, like toggle up and down. But yeah, V and G are my raise and lower flaps. It's very weird, but it works for me. And so I kind of had to just naturally move my gear key, just to raise and deploy gear, because I'm not really going to use it that much, so I just kind of placed it on a key that was just made most sense, and I just placed it on C. Lol, yeah. I know, it's very weird. Hopefully you guys like the keyboard overlay on the left side of the screen. I kind of just added that because I figured oh my gosh, the stutter. I've seen a lot of comments on keyboard overlay and a lot of comments on your control settings, and I haven't made a video about it yet because I don't really know how to. I'm kind of clueless on that stuff, but I just kind of have this here because it might be useful just to see like what my keybinds are, what I do in fights, you know, what keys I press. And you're gonna notice a lot of rudder usage if you look at the keyboard when I'm like in a fight, or like in a reversal attempt, or when I'm dodging people. I use a lot of Q and E because I guess I'll show you. I have plenty of time right now. So if I'm flying straight and I just do this roll, and it's actually the 109 is a very, very good plane to do this in, because that's the roll rate in the 109 without using rudder, right? But then all of a sudden I use rudder. Look how much faster that is. So you can see like the difference once you use that rudder. It just snap rolls really quickly. So that's how I dodge so quickly and aggressively. I just use a lot of rudder. I just have R and F for flaps up and down. That's not that bad. Like I have toggle for flaps, which is F, and then my R is actually switch weapons. So if I want to switch my weapon, I just press R, so I can be machine guns, press R again, cannons, press R again, and then I'm back on both. Yeah, I have some weird controls, but they work for me. Keyboard overlay is great. Yeah, I'm glad you guys liked it. At least that's the general consensus I've seen. So yeah, my biggest tip for dodging quicker and just maneuvering quicker is rudder and snap rolling. Always use your rudder when you're trying to dodge people. Always. Because it just helps, like, it makes your plane's movements so much more quick and aggressive. Also, I am flying way to the side. Rudder on MB4 and 5 is even better. I actually don't have the MB5. I kind of wanted it, but I wasn't at home when the winter sales were on, so I wasn't able to get it for cheap. So I don't think I'm gonna buy it until like the 4th of July sales or whatever. But I would like to buy it sometime. It seems like a pretty fun plane because of the 420s. Do you climb at 20 degrees? So I climb in the 109K4. I try and climb at 20 at the start, but then I slowly shallow it the more altitude I gain. So like at this altitude, about 5,000, I'm gonna probably climb at like, I would say, I keep hitting the wrong key, my bad. I would say like this much is a good just static climb. However, it all depends on like what's in front of me, you know? Like I have the info that all of these enemies are below me, so there's not really a point in me climbing super steep, you know? If they're all below me, I can probably just level out. Like this guy is coming right towards me, but he's below me, so I can actually just start diving on him instead of keep climbing. Like there's no point to keep climbing, you know? Because if I were to keep climbing, then I'm just putting myself directly over him at like 2 kilometers over him, and if I decide to dive on him, it's going to make it an extremely hard shot if I want to shoot at him. So now, since I'm already down low, I can actually go for this guy in not a steep dive, and I can actually get a pretty easy shot on him. Unfortunately, I wasn't really concentrated there, so I'm gonna. What should I blame that on, guys? I'm gonna blame that on RNG. No explosive mass in my 20s. That's okay though. Got a nice little assist. And so, honestly, it might be best to go for that down there. It's the best shooting angle is never straight down, by the way. The worst shooting angle is straight down. And nice shot. I think that's severe too, so I can actually take that. Yeah, finished off. Perfect. If you see an engine fire like that, it's usually severe, so don't quote me on that. You might end up stealing somebody's kill every once in a while. But yeah, usually engine fires are severe damages. Dud bullets? Yeah. That was 100% dud bullets. Another little trick is the prop pitch air brake on the K4. So I'm going a bit too fast. I just toggle auto prop pitch off and set it to 100 on a 0% throttle. And now I'm going a lot slower. Alright, now we turn it back on auto, and we throttle back up. Alright, well, this guy seems like an easy kill. Ooh, where's my aim? There we go. I used way too much ammo on that guy. I think this guy's actually gonna... maybe he's not gonna get away. Okay, good lord. Oh gosh, there's another teammate there. Jeez. It's crazy that I've come closer to death by my teammates than I have actual enemies so far. That's wild. Alright, well, there's no AI to shoot, no ground targets to shoot, which sucks. So I guess we gotta look for the last guy. So he's probably in a bomber, and he's either gonna be over our airfield or probably at their base already. And considering it's a down tier, it's probably not a 288. So, I don't know what he's in. American, could be a B-17. Could be over there. Oh, look at that, he's an attacker, wow. How you been, Mac? I've been okay. Pretty hectic last couple of months, and that's why I haven't really been uploading. I kind of like ghosted y'all from YouTube, which I feel kind of bad for. But there wasn't really much I could do. I didn't have that much time to upload YouTube videos. And the time I was playing on my PC, I was playing Counter-Strike because I got addicted to Counter-Strike. We're just gonna ignore this this goober back here. What a goober. Shooting at your own teammate is wild. Anybody else has a night shift and is watching the stream instead of working, or am I the only one? That's pretty funny. Don't let me be the reason that you got fired, please. I don't want to be responsible for that. I can sense a lawsuit coming my way. Oh. Now we cut throttle, drop landing flaps. Pew. I'm just not sleeping. Warm vibes. What time is it for you guys? Goodness. I'm on NA East right now, so it is 8:12 p.m. for me right now. Warm. I saw you on DayZ quite a bit too. Yeah, DayZ's alright. I haven't really found a great server. I think I've played like in the past 2 weeks I've probably played like 15 or 20 hours of it. past 3 weeks, I suppose, and I played mostly on official servers. I just can't really find a good community server right now, but I would like to play more DayZ. I don't know if I'm gonna make a video on it, because I know most of you guys are just here for War Thunder. I've seen a couple of comments on people saying like they would be fine watching me play other games, but I just don't know if that's the kind of general consensus. 1 or 2 a.m. for the Euros, yeah. Most of my squad mates are actually European, so I end up playing pretty early in the day if I do play with them. F8, oh, I like it. Alright guys, we're gonna do an F8 game. This is also one of my favorite Focke Wolves because it gets an attacker spawn. It's kind of OP actually. 4 more hours to the end of the shift, nice. P51, D5, D10, or D30. So I don't quite know what you mean. Like maybe which one's better. So for the BR, the D10 is the best. Even though it's a premium, I recommend if it goes on sale, I recommend that you guys get that as a premium. It's just the best P51D for its BR. It basically, it's like a P51 D30, and it has like 40 less engine horsepower, like just 40, but it's at 0.7 BR lower. So it's by far the best one for the BR. D30 is probably the second best. At 5.0 it's just really fast. And then the D5 and D20, they're basically the same airframe, and they're just not the best. They just don't have a very good flight model. Sure, they're fast, they just aren't not very quick. Do you have the D13? I do on my alt account, so I wasn't, well I am able to buy it on this account, but I bought it on my second account, which is my PC account, because this is actually, the main accounts I play on is actually, as you can see, there's a controller icon here, it's a linked console account, because I didn't want to lose all of my data when I switched from console to PC. So I just kind of linked my account, and I can't buy like Gaijin coins or anything, and I don't have access to the marketplace on this account, so I ended up making a second account, which was the Macwood Knife account, and I bought the D13, I bought the D10, the P51 D10, and I bought the Wyvern on that account. And that account now is sitting at like, I think number 2 in the world for win rate, because I squatted with a bunch of people and abused Wyvern. But yeah, it's just kind of sitting up there. It's funny. So I now have a PC account if I need to buy like Gaijin coins, or if I need to get access to the marketplace, then I have an account, you know? Because this account, the one I'm flying on, just doesn't have that capability to access the marketplace. E51D5 has literally no engine? Yeah. Its power to weight is really, really bad. I honestly would rather fly the P51C at 4.0 instead of the D5, because its power to weight is just so much better.
Attention to the designated grid, sir.
Oh, you mean you want to see me fly out the P51s? I mean, okay. I could. Maybe later in the stream. We'll see what other people want. Let's see. The C10 is great. Yeah, it's probably one of my favorite P51s, just because the flight performance at that BR is actually really good. And even though it has 450 cals, they're not the best armament, but you can kind of make them work, as long as you set up for your pass properly. You just need a lot of time on target, and you need a lot of rounds to hit their fuel tanks, which they'll get set on fire. Alright, what do you guys think? Go for this B-17? I think we have to. He's just right in front of us, you know? He's just giving us a free kill, right? And he's going for potato too. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Like button. Now we just gotta dodge his tail gunners. Here's the potato. That's really fun. Wait, so if I buy a PC and link my console account, you can't buy GE or use the marketplace? No. So you can buy Golden Eagles, you can buy Silver Lions with all that. You just can't access the marketplace. You need a full PC account for that, unfortunately. And it sucks, but it's just kind of the reality, which is why I made my second account. Yeah, it sucks, but it ended up working out in the end for me. I got a nice new account, and hopefully Potato's okay up there. That's 40. Oh man, that hurt. Dang it. This ain't good, boys. Yeah, I got a D. There goes his wingtip. Luckily, I got that. Alright, I hope he goes. Yeah, okay, he bailed out. Now I have to dodge this guy. Alright, so I got him. He's gonna overshoot. And now I go up. And I should get a shot here before I stall. Unless he keeps doing that. Yeah, he keeps looping over. Unfortunate. Maybe I can get a shot. I just rudder. Nice. Okay, that's some damage there. I got kind of lucky in that situation. Luckily, the Corsair turned back in front of me. That was a bit frisky, but I'm alright. Got a bit of damage to my wing. I think Potato's doing just fine with the LF Mark 9. Alright, it all worked out good. Is that also why console accounts don't see all premiums? Yes. So if I were to go into my secondary account, you could actually see like all of the premiums listed on the side, on the sidebar, that are like that go for like only Gaijin coins, that go for Golden Eagles, that go for all of them, and you can also see all the pack vehicles. So if your account is linked, you actually can't see the pack vehicles, which is pretty funny. You can only see the ones that are going for Golden Eagles. I'm surprised I got out of that fight. I should not be alive right now, but I am. All good here. Oh, there's 2 dots somewhere. I could have sworn. I'm not schizophrenic, right? Right there. Yeah, there he is. And I think there's one right there too. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna fit at low altitude, not my problem. I'm assuming Mac with Knife is your console account? No, so my Mac with Knife is actually my full PC account, and this one, my main Mac with Gun, is my linked console account. Which is why I made the PC account in the first place, because I wanted to have access. I wanted an account that had access to the Gaijin Marketplace, because with a linked console account, you just can't do it. Thanks for the stream, but I have to go now. Work calls. Goodbye, Muffin. I've seen this guy before. I remember this guy. Toothless Pick. Oh, I know where he's from. That's funny. Wow. Okay, I should probably climb. We got a lot of guys up high. Potato is dead, unfortunately. I think the play actually might be at RTB here because my wing is damaged. 42 viewers. Wow, guys, this is pretty surreal. 42 viewers. That is awesome. I don't have a chat overlay set up for the stream, so you guys can't see that stuff. I think I'll try and get that working next if I decide to stream again. But yeah, for now I don't have it set up because I actually don't know how to yet. I think I'll probably watch a YouTube video on it, and I'll get it up and running in no time if I decide to stream again. Holy win rates? Yeah. Win rates are good. Live stream was a great idea, very enjoyable to watch you fly. Thank you, man. I'm glad you guys find this entertaining, and I hope you guys find this informative too. I hope you guys can learn from this, because I kind of started my channel to be more of an educational channel, but then when I started making like reversal montages and all that stuff, it kind of turned into more of an entertainment style channel. So I'm hoping that I can remain like informationally useful to you guys. Again, I'm trying to explain all of my thoughts during the game. Which 109s are good nowadays? G6 is probably the best for the VR. The G6 is also my favorite 109. because it has a way more power than other 109s that are at its like kind of similar BR. Way more power, and I really like that because it can go vertical even better. It's just a really heavy 109 compared to like the F models at that BR. It's just a really heavy 109, but it still has like the same control, like snappiness and response, and it also has a better armament. The 20mm and the 13mm machine guns pair really well together, and so you end up getting a lot more one-shot kills, or a lot more like one-pass kills, if that makes sense. A lot more of those than you do with like the F4 or the G2 that only have the 7.92mm. Yes, I learned so much about setting up reversals and positioning them from your video. It's so helpful. I'm glad that it helps. Yeah, I like to go for reversals a lot. It's kind of my that's kind of how I defensive fly. I'm always trying to set up for a reversal, and I've gotten so comfortable with them that I don't even like think about it anymore. And I do, if you guys have noticed, I do the exact same move every single time. Every single time, and it usually works. Like 99% of the time, it ends up working. Because people just kind of end up overshooting. Whether it's a one-shot kill, or whether they like get reversed and barely manage to get away. Which is kind of like, I'm kind of unconsciously, or subconsciously setting up for one right now. So this is probably a D28. And yeah, you can see he kind of doesn't really want to go high speed with me because I'm a Focke-Wulf. Yeah, my goal right now is to just get this guy to lose altitude, because P-47s are very good high altitude fighters, and the lower we go, because my plane is a low altitude fighter, the lower we go, the more the performance gap between me and him is going to shrink. So I just want this guy to get lower for me. I want this guy to chase me down. I want to bait him down to lower altitude. And eventually, he has to come down, because if he doesn't, we're probably going to win the tickets. Yeah, we're going to win the tickets if he doesn't come down. Plus, I have teammates to come help me in this area, so he's... Honestly, I'm going to ignore him. I'm going to go for this P-51 over here. I'm pretty sure my two teammates will end up at least giving this guy a run for his money. What would you say is the best way to get out of a really bad situation? Like you get a plane in your tail that's got more energy? Reversals. 100% reversals. As long as you really know how to do a reversal, then, and you're really comfortable with them, you can pull them off pretty easily. It's also a good idea to get aggressive when you can. Like, I'm gonna get aggressive with this guy, because he does outturn me in the long run. However, I have better one-turn energy, and I actually am damaged. I probably shouldn't be fighting this, but I'm pretty confident in my ability to end up getting behind this guy. And if I do start losing this fight, which I kind of am right now, then I can just keep going lower. And right now I'm just trying to stay behind him. I'm trying to get as slow as possible, so I'm trying to use my landing flaps. Right now I'm going to cut low, because I'm kind of in a bad spot. I don't have any teammates to help. Yeah, this is not very good for me. I'm actually going to reverse my turn here. Okay, there's a hit. I wish that really would have been a crit, but unfortunately it's not. Yeah, he's going to run away now. As long as I keep the fight slow like that, and I try and keep my nose behind him, there's not really much he can do to get on my tail, because I can just kind of use my flaps and cut in. And he's also running because I actually do have a teammate nearby, which is perfect. I'm never going to catch this guy, unfortunately. I wish I had more fuel. I only have 4 minutes. I load minimum fuel in the F8 because you kind of need all the performance you can get, especially with the F8 and the A8 both. We love passive players in a better plane, definitely not brain cell reducing. I know, it's very annoying because like they have so many chances to attack you, but you know, they just don't attack you. I guess they're too scared. Maybe they just start, maybe they're watching YouTube or something, they're watching TikTok, who knows. Eventually this guy is going to get higher than me if I don't, I honestly should FTB, I have no fuel. This guy might turn around because he has the fuel. You never know. Maybe he's gonna RTB because I hit him pretty hard. And as you can see, he's not. However, I have teammates to cover me, so even though you can't quite trust your teammates 100% of the time in War Thunder, it's always useful to have one around, you know, because they're at least going to distract the enemy or at least going to shoot at them. So you can kind of use them to your advantage. I wouldn't say bait them, but you can honestly use yourself as bait. If you're confident enough with your defensive line, you can use yourself as bait so that your teammate can get on the enemy 6. Do you have any defensive line type for Stang players? So the best way to defensive fly against a Mustang is to get them to high speed, because at high speed they have very, very bad rudder, and the best planes to do this with are Focke-Wulfs probably, or something that has a good roll rate, because the P-51 it has a good roll rate, their rudder locks up really badly. So if you're like, if he's on your 6 like this, you just roll around and do like tiny micro adjustments like this, and he's gonna have a super hard time hitting you because of his bad rudder. Alright, anyways, I'm gonna RTB because I have like no fuel. Hopefully he doesn't come strafe me. I suppose it doesn't really matter if he strafes me or not. I don't care about my KD in this one. Should have the P-51 tried to turn in one direction and slightly spiral up? Yes. The P-51 got locked. I forced a scissor fight there. And because I forced a scissor fight, I was able to use my flaps really aggressively, and I was able to use my better roll rate, and I was just kind of able to keep my nose and keep my plane behind him. So he had a really, really hard time getting me off his tail, and he had a really hard time just getting behind me. So in that situation, if I say I'm the P-51 and I'm fighting the Focke-Wulf 190, if I'm in the P-51, I'm going to try and force a rate fight, or like a 2-circle turn. But if I'm the 190, I'm going to try and force a scissor fight because my plane just performs better than those, you know? So it's all about what type of plane you are. It's all about what type of fight you're able to do better in. Also, what fight you're more comfortable in. Like, I'm really comfortable in those close scissor fights, even with any plane. Like, the Focke-Wulf is really good at them because it's a really good roll, and because it has really good flaps. But I'm pretty comfortable with scissor fights just as like a fighting tactic. But yeah, the P-51 made the mistake there of getting locked in a scissor fight with me there. And eventually, I did get a shot on him. It just wasn't enough, it didn't do enough damage to like put him out of the fight. And he ended up running away. It sucks, but it is what it is. I think we should still win this game, because I'm going to be able to RTB and get back up in the sky. P-51 is getting chased by a Tempest, and the P-47 has 2 guys on him. P-51 actually just went down. Perfect. I did not get an assist there. I think that might be the last guy. Not quite. What's this guy up to? Level 100. Meh. Oh yeah, they're 2 B-17s, okay. Gunpod F8 it's funny. It's really funny to see. However, it's something that I'm kind of sad to see, because those gun pods are just not worth the performance drop-off. Love the commentary, it's hard to hear your music. Okay, let me turn it down a bit then. I like listening to background music when I play. It helps me. Yeah, I try my best, but usually either the other guy catches me or I go for the reverse way too early and they outturn me. I suppose, you know, it wouldn't be a bad idea to look at some replays of mine instead of like actually play games. It could just be like, it might be cool to like just really quickly show you guys like how I set up a reversal. Just kind of like in a replay or an old clip of mine. I don't know if you guys like that. What do you guys think? Am I able to like make a poll don't know if I'm able to like make a poll on YouTube where you guys can vote. That's okay though. But yeah, the key is to, when you're doing a reversal, so imagine there's an enemy right there, like kind of in that, like the edge of that left cloud, and I'm setting up for a reversal. I want to be like this, right? Right when I'm about to dodge, I want to be completely perpendicular to his flight path like this. And so you're going to see me a lot of times, I'm going to start turning, and I'm going to tap my negative elevator to remain. I'm going to remain in that, if that's the enemy, I'm going to remain in the perpendicular position until he gets to within like a certain distance, and then I'm going to dodge, you know? And going perpendicular, it just makes it so that it's the hardest shot possible for the enemy to hit. And then a certain distance it's kind of like a timing. So basically, I think I said this earlier, but you want to like envision yourself as the enemy that's diving on you, if that makes sense. So if I'm the enemy up there, and I see a plane that's turning in front of me like this, that's below me, I'm gonna probably aim for him, and then I'm gonna shoot at whatever distance you want to shoot at, you know? And usually that's around 800 meters when you want to start dodging. It could be as much as a kilometer, you know? People like to shoot early, some people like to shoot from less than 400 meters away. It just kind of depends on the enemy, but usually you can tell what they want to do by their like plane's movements. So if they're already maneuvering for a shot at 2 kilometers, like they're already like rolling their wing like this, looking to get a shot, then you can probably tell they're going to shoot a bit early. But it's all about predicting when the enemy's going to shoot, because there's a sort of timing. There's a sort of timing in combat where the enemy looks from your plane. If your plane is that base right there, and he's turning this way, and I'm leading him, I'm not going to be looking at the plane anymore. I'm going to be looking at my crosshair right before I shoot. So there's a small gap in between there where the enemy plane is going to be looking at their crosshair, where you can actually make a move and like duck under him, and you'll easily dodge him. And that's kind of how I think about it. Like there's always a timing there that you can, if you can just get it right, then he's going to have a really, really hard time hitting you. That was a very long rant, but I hope you guys were able to get that. Another big thing is knowing when the compression happens. I think somebody in chat said that. Yeah, if a plane is really bad at high speed and you're in a plane that's good at high speed, it's very useful to get them to high speed and like dive more aggressively than you normally would. But yeah, the biggest part, or there's like kind of simple steps. It's I would say you can split the reversal as like a whole up into simple steps. Like first is diving to get enough speed, second is getting perpendicular, and then third is the timing of the dodge, and then turn back in front of them. But then there's like the really like tiny stuff that you need to get right. Like when exactly should I dodge? Like what is the best way to dodge? You know? And that's if I were to make a video on it, that'd probably be something I would cover. A lot of it comes with experience. Like it's a lot of game sense. It's a lot of knowing when you think the enemy's gonna shoot. Like I just have a lot of time in game. I don't know how long exactly, but I definitely have a couple thousand hours. And yeah, it's all just about learning what the preference of the enemy is, what their kind of mannerisms are. When are they gonna shoot? What plane are they in? What guns do they have? That also plays a big factor. Like, I'm going to start, for example, if a TIE H is diving on me, right? If a TIE H is above me and to the right, I'm going to dodge him later than I usually do. Like, I'm going to wait till he gets, like, 0.6 away from me, because his guns are so slow that they're going to just take forever to get to me. But if a Tempest Mark V was diving on me with Hispanos, I'm going to dodge earlier than that because those guns are really fast. And 9 to 8 kilometer, usually it's around 0.8 kilometers or 800 meters, yeah. Usually, but it all depends which type of enemy it is, which type of plane. It all depends what type of plane you're into. Like, if your plane has a really bad roll rate, you probably want to start the roll or like snap roll earlier than you normally do. But like in a Focke-Wulf, you can kind of afford to wait just that very, very slight time longer, you know, just because of how good this plane rolls. You know? All right, let's read a bunch of chat here. Ideally, you want to initiate a reversal when the enemy is going fast enough to compress. Makes it much, much easier. Yes, it does. Absolutely. So that's why I gain a lot of speed going in a dive. Also, if they're higher than you, then diving actually makes it the energies equalize more, so they're not going to be as fast when they try and get away. Another thing about reversals sometimes is knowing your planes. Some planes don't compress at all and pull very good at high speeds and catch you off guard, while others have poor rudder, etc. Yeah. That's yeah, it all depends, a lot of it depends at least on the type of plane. Like, what's it called? Focke-Wulfs are definitely scary when they're attacking you in a reversal because they have very good high speed control. Really good roll. They can react to movements really quickly. Same with like 109s. They're very snappy. However, if a Typhoon Mark 1B is diving on you, he has really, really bad roll, so you can really take advantage of it just by like even doing a tiny little dodge. He's gonna have a really hard time hitting you if he's at high enough speed. Alright. I feel kind of bad for Potato. He was waiting for like 15 minutes. Man. Alright. What do you guys want to see now? Alright. If you're still here, Dante, what's up? Alright, he wants to do 5-7, I think. P51D30. Alright then. I think he's probably going to play F8. Or D10. My D10 is on my second account, which is like the full PC account. So I'd have to like log out of this account and log back in, and I don't know if that would like, I don't think it would, but it could mess up my stream. Yeah, perhaps how close you would say I should wait before committing to the maneuver. You can never seem to get it right. Yeah, it's all about, a lot of it comes with experience and knowing when to make the maneuver. How about C10? Maybe after this game. The D30 was suggested the most, and it was also suggested before. My favorite staying? Yeah, C10 is fun. I suppose I could show you guys like an example of a reversal while I'm climbing. I could just go AFK and tab out. Hopefully I don't die, but I don't think I will. And my favorite way to kill enemies is reversals, because they think they got you, and you're kind of on the defensive, but then you go from defense to offense really quickly, and you just end up catching them off guard. That's my favorite way to kill people. It's really fun too. You can make fun montages out of it. You can get away with turning more with it, I think. C10. So I would say, yeah, you can. It doesn't lose. I would say at its BR, it has a better MER than the P51D30. On paper it doesn't, but at its BR I'd say, because other planes are just underpowered at 3.7. Yeah. I thought you were talking about speed. I have my distance in meters. Yeah, distance is meters for me as well. But no, I'm talking about distance. So like 800 meters is the best, is like 800 meters is around that area that you want to start dodging if you're going to set up for a reversal. And I also like going at least, I would say at least 450 to 500 kilometers an hour when I'm trying to reverse somebody, because Most planes don't compress at that speed, and you're also going fast enough to where you're harder to hit, and more airflow over your wings is going to make you maneuver quicker too. So around 450 to 500 kilometers an hour is the best speed, I would say. That's kind of the threshold that I like to attempt reversals. Hi, can you explain when and how to use the rudder? Okay, so basically I use rudder whenever I'm trying to change direction on defense. Like, if I am almost every single reversal I do, I'm always waiting until the proper timing to dodge, and then I snap roll. So I'll show you in a second when after I take off here. I don't think my pad accepts that. Okay, well.
Attention to the map.
That's way too far to the side. Alright, so if I were to go into, actually, this will be easier if I go to, let's pause the music for a second. Alright, we're gonna watch, you guys are gonna watch me live watching my own video. How cool is that? We'll mute it because I don't want to hear, actually, there's not really any of me talking. So, right here, I'm getting enough speed, 500 kilometers is good, and I'm waiting until this guy gets close enough to where I want to start dodging. So since it's a 109G, he has pretty slow guns, and he's also not in a very good angle to shoot at me because he's basically going straight down on top of me. So right here, you can see right there, every single dodge I make while I'm doing a reversal, it's 99% of the time going to be a snap roll, which a snap roll is basically me pressing Q and A, which this is Q and A, like my rudder and my left roll. My left rudder, left roll at the same time, so I'm really aggressively dodging out of the way. If I were to just press A, which is my left roll there, then it would be a lot more sluggish, and that guy could have hit me. Like, see how close those rounds did come? If I didn't dodge quick enough to where I use my snap roll, and I'm also using it again here, just because I'm trying to aggressively and as quickly as possible turn back in front of him, because he's going to overshoot, and I want to minimize that distance that he has in between me. I'm just going to pull up after him now. But most of the time, I'm using my rudder when I try and snap roll, and also when I'm trying to defensively fly. I don't usually use my rudder when I'm like offensively flying or just flying like normal, but most of the time it's just basically defensive flying. Rudder together with the aileron. So if you look at my keyboard, this is how to use your rudder with the aileron together. All you do is just you press E and D or Q and A. And you can also throw some W and S in there to just kind of get some funky looking moves. And the D30 isn't very good at this because I'm really slow right now. But if I was going like 500 or 600 kilometers an hour, it would be way quicker. But that's basically how you do it. It's not that hard. You just press Q and A or E and D just to snap roll. Yeah, I also have rudder questions. I feel like I have problems holding it down too long and over flipping. So if you're in a plane that's kind of unstable, then let me focus real quick. If you're in a plane that's unstable, for example, Falkwell for I-225, then you only need to press the rudder a tiny bit, because the I-225 has a really weird thing with its roll not working very well, and just kind of throwing the plane all cattywampus. But if you're snap rolling in an I-225, you just tap the rudder and then you keep holding the roll while you let go of the rudder. It's like you want to tap the rudder for half as long as you do hold the roll, if that makes sense. So you do this, and then you keep holding roll without the while letting go of the rudder in a certain time period. Yeah, I know this is the Q&A time now. You guys aren't gonna get to see much gameplay here, but that's okay because I'm below everybody. That's okay though. I'm a P51. they're gonna have a hard time catching me. I also kind of left potato there to dry. Poor potato. Yeah, I'm happy to answer any questions you guys have. Alright, so we got Mr. Spitfire here. And the last thing I want to do with this guy is turn with him. Because, you know, it's a Spitfire. So I'm just gonna run away. And I know it is kind of a... I know how some people see this as cowardly, but it's kind of the only option you do have. And if it's an option that I have, and it works, then I'm gonna use it, you know? Because there's no reason to just instantly give up and lose the fight if the Spitfire just wants to turn with me, you know? Because all this guy wants to do is turn with me, and I'm just not gonna let it happen. As you can see, I'm now outrunning him, and there's nothing he can do to catch me. Yeah, there's just no reason to turn with him. That's kind of like how I feel about head-ons too. Like, if you're in an energy advantage or just any advantageous position, like ever, and an enemy tries to attempt a desperate head-on, don't take it, because you don't need to. Because if you take that, you risk dying, and if you don't take it, then the enemy is basically screwed, because he kind of put a lot of effort and energy into that head-on, and eventually you're just going to be able to kill him. Yeah, the D30 played correctly like this is pretty boring until you actually get their, yeah, now he's turning away, so that's fine. And that's exactly what I want him to do, because he also loses energy in that turn. So now, it's my turn to chase him, and since I'm a faster plane, eventually I'm going to catch him, and that means I'm going to get a shot on him, no matter what. Eventually I will catch him, because I'm faster. And that's kind of the whole process behind playing fast aircraft. This is exactly how you fly every single fast aircraft there is. As long as, and I mean that like pretty broadly. There's obviously specifics to every plane, but every fast aircraft should be played like that. And there's no reason for me to take that head-on, commit to it, because I'm in an advantageous position here. He's going slower than me, he has less energy, he ripped his flaps there. And yeah, there's no reason for me to take that, because I would, if I committed to that, I risk myself dying, and I would just completely throw away my entire advantage. And now we're chilling. Hypothetically, what would you do with a plane that could catch you? So, if we're talking about a plane that's faster than me and more maneuverable than me, like the Yak-3U for example, there's not much you can do except attempt a reversal, or like try and get him to compress. But if we're talking about a plane that's faster than me but doesn't turn as well, you kind of just let him, you try and have him make a mistake. Because if the second he makes a mistake and you're able to capitalize on that, he dies. I kind of made a mistake here by going a bit too far in front of him, but I don't think he's going to I don't think he's going to pitch it up for me anytime soon. This guy's kind of passive. And this is kind of like an in-stream lesson of how to deal with a turn fighter in a fast plane. And this goes for, again, this is very, very broad, but you want to do pretty much this exactly when you're fighting a turn fighter in a fast plane. I'm seeing my rudder is really bad here, and I also hit my mouse there. Honestly, I have enough energy for this. I have plenty of energy over him here. Always check around you for when you're stalled out like this, because if you don't, the best time for an enemy to kill you is when you're trying to shoot an enemy down yourself. Always check your 6 every once in a while. That was a very sloppy fight, a very sloppy aim, but luckily I got him. That was really bad. That's okay though. And now, a Yak-3 is a much harder target to deal with, because he does everything really good, and he's also really fast. He out-climbs me here, he out-turns me here, out-energies me here, Only thing I really have over him is straight line speed, and he did just take off, so there's that. But as you can see, he's really starting to catch me now. So the best thing I can do is force head-ons and just kind of keep this fight as straight as possible. But right now, I just want to kind of gain altitude first. And I'll probably do a split S here. Oh, that is actually, that's his water, so he's on a timer now. Eventually his engine is going to die. Eventually. This is a very, very boring game, I feel like, to you guys. I'm sorry, but it's kind of how I have to play it. Because I was kind of fooling around with you guys doing the Q&A thing at the beginning, and I didn't really climb that much. And that kind of put me in a weird spot. I'm still baffled at how many people will commit to a head-on when they have a kilometer altitude advantage over you. I know, right? That's just kind of how people play nowadays. And yeah, you just never want to take those. Never. Or, well, if you're in the advantage, you never want to take them. But I'm fine with taking them as long as the enemy just isn't really aware. That's a severe. I don't know what's severe on him, but whatever, you know. This guy's desperate now, so if he tried to pitch up for me, I would just dodge until he fell back down. But there's not much you can do anyways. There he goes. That's how you deal with a Yak 3. You have to be a fast player. You can't not be a fast player and deal with those guys. Yak 3s are just stupid. I'm straight buns now. I can't even do a normal fight nowadays. I'm sorry. Ooh, see, that's gonna be fun if it's a D30, or if it's no, it's an Israeli D20. So, okay, yeah, you know, it's time to leave. It's time to leave. See, that's a no for me. His engine is kaput. No idea how you won that fight. Well, again, I'm just fast. Like, my plane is fast. I have the advantage in a fast fight. The first pass, I was able to damage him, and I hit his liquid cooling system, which really, really helped. And yeah, it's not that hard. Like, I don't know if I should say it's not that hard, but once you recognize the pattern of fighting planes when you're in a fast plane, it's very similar. That when you're in a fast plane, your fighting style is going to be very similar to when you're fighting every single type of plane. Whether it's another fast plane, if it's a turn fighter, it's always going to be flying in a straight line like this. And it is kind of boring. I have a lot of time to explain my tactics here, but it's just kind of how you have to play, you know? And sure, the A6M is catching me right now. I just gotta give it a second. Like, once I start leveling out here instead of climbing, he's never gonna catch me. And it sucks because I'm kind of dragging this match on, and like there's, whatever, 8 enemies left or whatever, but it's kind of how I have to play. So I can probably go head on with him here now. And he is going to get pretty close to me after the merge. He is going to get close, but this is kind of what I have to do, you know? I have to force the head on here to change something, because I'm in a disadvantage.
If we don't do something fast, the enemy will win.
That's fine. Now I force a head on with this guy. I'm gonna go up now, and it's a D20, so I have way more engine power than him. There's a Spitfire right there. Luckily he's spotted, so I'm gonna go this way, because I want to maximize the amount of time that guy has to come over here while I can fight these guys. And the problem with fighting these two guys is one is a turn fighter, one is an energy, or one is a speed fighter. So it's really hard to do anything to both these guys at the same time, because one turns really well and one's fast. So I have to kind of pick and choose, and I have to be aggressive here to try and kill whichever one I want to. And eventually, this is kind of going to just turn into a stalemate here. Like, I can't really do much, but neither can these guys if I keep running. And this sucks, but it's how it is, you know. Very boring game. And I've had a lot of these games like this where, like, There's no reason for me to commit to these fights. There's the Spitfire right there. And if I were to commit to the fight, I'd probably die. But there's no reason for me to like turn with a 0, you know? I don't want to get desperate because I'm not desperate, you know? I have an advantage over these guys, although I am outnumbered. I'm the fastest plane in the sky right now. And as long as I keep using that to my advantage, I have to just abuse my top speed. There's nothing these guys can do, you know? Maybe if one comes from like 2 kilometers above me, right above me, that I didn't see, then maybe I'd be screwed. But there's not much these guys can do. That's a Mark 5C. Very scared.
The enemy is winning. We must counterattack.
I'm surprised 50 of you guys are still watching this. This is really boring. I'm gonna start flying back to my airfield, not because I want to camp the airfield, but because I am running low on fuel. A bit low on fuel, at least. And this guy's also really catching me somehow, so kind of just wasted away like a minion. And although this guy is going faster than me right now, he's really far below me, so the second he pitches up for me, I can also just pitch up, and he's just lower on it. He's just by default lower on energy. I can actually, you know, if I have a bit of space between these guys, which I do, and if he pitches up for me, I can actually go for a pretty aggressive hammerhead maneuver, and maybe catch this guy off guard. But that's kind of an exact scenario which I would really need to happen. Here he comes. So basically, he's gonna pitch up, and he's gonna stall out before me. As you can see, I'm faster than him, and I'm going 250, which means I'm gonna have a small window here. Okay, nice shots, buddy. Good lord. I'm gonna have a small window here to shoot him down and then get away from the 0. So yeah, he's stalled out, and that's an easy shot. But now I'm plenty fast to get away from both these guys, so I'm completely fine. And his mistake there was he on paper was faster than me, but that's because he was just going faster in terms of speed. He wasn't thinking about altitude advantage. Like, I had a kilometer of altitude there. Yeah. I had a kilometer of altitude, and he didn't recognize that. Unfortunately, this Yak 3 is going to get very close to me. And so, yeah, there isn't much I can do. Maybe the 0 runs out of fuel here and I can 1v1 this guy. Maybe. Maybe. So I'm going to do a reversal. I could actually also, another thing you can do with Yak 3s and a lot of Russian aircraft is bring them to high speed because they can rip. So I'm actually going to dive here, and you can see I am a lot faster. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a split S or a low yo-yo, and then I'm going to head on him, and then I'm going to do a loop. I'm going to do a vertical loop to try and slow down a bunch. Unless he just gives me his 6. Gonna say if he kept following me, then I could have kept fighting him. But see, now I did 1 turn, he did 2, so although he does have better MER, he has lost more speed than me in that fight. And I have to be a bit risky here. No, it's not happening. Rip. Rip. Unfortunate. Alright. I'm a bit damaged too, so there's not much I can do there. Tell you what, what could I do? The 0 is still back there, and he turned back around. I don't know why. I have enough altitude to where I can make him rip. It's just a bit risky.
If we don't do something fast, the enemy will win.
Yak 3, too much of a UFO? I know. Just a bit, just a tad bit overpowered, you think, huh? Where's my airfield? I'm getting low on fuel. Yak 3's not paying attention to me anymore, so I'm free to go for the Spitfire now. See, you can kind of see my rudder locking up now. Nice, that's really big. Alright, so there's two guys behind me. E61 and probably the 0. I didn't get a hit there. So this guy's lower on energy, and I'm going to be much faster than him by default. And there's I think that's an AI back there, but it's okay. Very annoying match, huh? I'm gonna have to RTB because my fuel is running low. Unfortunate. I mean, I could fight this guy, but then that risks the Key 61, who's really diving on me. Really think your hacks are fooling us? Oh, okay. Yeah, nice one, Josh. Yeah, I'm definitely cheating, guys. I actually have no skill. I just downloaded aimbot, and I downloaded a mod or a hack to where I can actually fly the perfect flight path automatically. What do you guys think? Should I dogfight the Key 61? Fuck it, we ball. Fuck it, we ball. Lol. I think he blacked out. I think he blacked out. That's really funny. Do you think the Sea Fury FB11 should be at 5.3? I think so. Honestly, I liked it at that BR, but 5.7, it's not that bad at 5.7, but there are way better planes than the Sea Fury that are at 5.7 already. Like, for example, the Yak 3U, you know, or the Yak 9 UT, or what else? Spitfires. The Tempest Mark V is also 5.7, and it's better than the Sea Fury. And I think at 5.3, it would be a good plane, and it wouldn't really change that much. It would just kind of get less up tiers, I feel like, and that would be really helpful. That would be really helpful if it did drop to 5.3. Got outplayed like a kid. Like taking candy from a baby. Gently does it. There's your carry game for the day. I think what was it? A 1v8? 1v yeah, it was 1v8 and I got 6 of them, so luckily they only came at me one at a time, which really helped. I was able to kind of isolate fights, and that's kind of how you have to play a carry situation if you're not in the altitude advantage. You have to isolate fights. You have to try your best to get those fights isolated so that you can 1v1. And 1v1s and like duels are the best way you're going to try and win carry situations if you don't have the altitude advantage. You have to force people to like try and bait, or you have to bait people to just 1v1 you. Wait, why didn't you deploy your gear? I landed a bit faster than if I did deploy my gear. I just landed a bit faster. Plus I have a scoop that kind of protects my my fuselage from extra damage. So I'm kind of able to do a safe belly landing with the P-51. to get banned from this game, to be honest. I don't know, man. Josh. Oh gosh, I have a bunch of friends in the chat now. 60 viewers. Wow, this is pretty surreal, guys. 60 viewers is... That's wild. I honestly figured like 20 people at max would queue into the stream. But 60 viewers is really crazy. I beat Mac in a 1v1 yeah, I think, uh-huh. I think he has. I would trust CJ. Trust CJ on that one. Oh. Negative in a Yak 9T, negative in a Yak 3. That's funny. That's funny, guys. Anyways, what do you guys say? P51C next? That was a really good match, actually. I think I don't know. Oh, I didn't record that. Maybe I can go, like, into the, after stream replay or something and, look at that. Maybe make that into a YouTube video. That'd be interesting, because I actually think it does have my live commentary over it. Mac with Guns' first live commentary, overlay video. And you play props too? I do play props, and I usually play props, like, I would say like 95% of the time. I'm just not that into jets. Oh no. Whoops. Hey, if you guys wondering how to do my decal, it's just Germany under aircraft, and then the top left, and then this one right here. And I put this one on the bottom left wing, or the bottom side of my left wing. I think it looks pretty cool. It looks the best on German aircraft because they're German decals. Play jets? No. Maybe I'll play like a 7-0 low tier jet game. I don't know how long I'm going to be streaming for. I think I'll probably end this stream in like an hour or two. Just depends, like when I get tired of this game. Honestly, this is a pretty good time back. LA5, oh dude, he's right. LA5FN is actually really good now because it got buffed. It doesn't compress anymore, or it doesn't compress nearly as much at high speed now. So if you guys, I'll probably, if I do end up making a plane review video in the near future, it's probably gonna be on the LA5FN. 1v1 Wolfless, Evan. Oh boy, why are all you guys in the chat? Oh. If you guys don't know, I have a couple of IRL friends in chat right now that are just trolling. That's funny. Mac, do you fly with viewers? Not usually. And I feel kind of sad saying that, but I usually just fly with my squad mates. I honestly it could be a good idea to like have streams where I do fly with viewers. However, I'm kind of sensitive to like stuff like that because I have been team killed by a person who said they were a viewer. I've been team killed by I've just been team killed a lot, and I've been kind of griefed, which it does suck, but that's just kind of the reality of not really being serious, but just kind of being just being a content creator. That's okay though. P51H vid review. P51H is a really good plane. To be honest, I actually don't really like it. I'm not a big fan of the P51H. It's something about the 50 cals and something about the weird rudder it has. Because it's not like the P51D's rudder where it kind of locks up. It's just really slow to react. And I'm not a big fan of it. Really, really good flight performance for 6.3. Ever since I joined my squad, I have been flying primarily with them as well. Just much more fun. Yeah, it's sure, I think playing with viewers would be pretty fun as long as they're nice and like as long as they don't team kill, which I'm sure most of you guys, like 99.9% of you guys aren't griefing. But there are that like there's always those one or two people, you know. I'm not saying you guys are, but there's always those people who just end up doing that, and it sucks. Anything with guns is fun. I don't find missiles fun to use. I 100% agree with you. I really dislike missiles. I'm not a big Missile Thunder fan. Yeah, missiles kind of just takes the fun out of the game, and kind of, for me, it takes the skill aspect out, because you actually have to get it pretty, you have to be pretty good and pretty experienced to actually really understand how to fight with guns only. And same thing with props and versus, like, props versus high power, high BR jets. Like, they can just go straight vertical and gain speed, you know? Whereas props, you actually have to play around and maintain your energy. And it's a completely different game. Props versus, like, high BR jets. Completely different.
Yes.
I have team killed Mac before many times. Yes, you have. I know. Need to see you play jets more. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan. Maybe low tier jets. I think I have 2 videos on my channel. Only 2. But I have played low tier jets before. Some of them are fun. Like, at the beginning of the stream, I said F-84G was really fun. ME-262 Jabo was pretty fun because it has an attacker spawn. I like the early Saber. I like the CL-13B, and that's probably the highest I'll go without getting into, like, Missile War Thunder, or without getting into Missile Thunder. 9-0. It's kind of that range. We are in a full up tier, I think. It could just be 4-3. Sorry, though. Where you got me killed, Austin Savage? Who was... Oh, wait, are you watching the stream? I honestly have no idea if you were in the last game or not. I don't remember. Ground belt is the best. Your audio... Isn't tracer belt the best? So... I rotate between 2. So, for example, if I am having a hard time aiming the ground targets, or if I'm not getting as many fires as I would with, like, tracers, I'm going to switch from ground to tracers. If I'm having a hard time aiming with the tracers, I'll just switch back to ground targets, you know? So it just kind of alternates for me, but I would say tracers and ground targets are the 2 best belts. And both of them are, like, equally good in my opinion. It just kind of depends on what you're feeling that day, you know? 51C tracer belt are APIT only, I know, but sometimes it can be hard to see through. So if you're shooting and every single bullet's a tracer, it's hard to, like, actually know exactly where you're shooting. Which is why I'll rotate some days. Right now I have ground target equipped, and who knows, it could change. Next game I might want to use tracers or whatever. Next time please stream at a more convenient time. Okay. Yeah. I think it's, you know what? I stream when I want. Generally, though, if I am going to stream, it's probably going to be, like, Saturday. Or maybe Friday afternoons or nights. Like, right now, it's Saturday night, which is perfect for me. Because that's kind of my free time. No school, no homework. A couple hours. Oh, dude, NFL playoffs are tomorrow. What do you guys think about the NFL? Any of you guys watch the NFL? I'm in a fantasy league. I think I got, like, 4th place, which is ass, but that's alright. That was my first year of fantasy. Pretty chill. See, this is a really bad angle to go shoot at because he's directly below me. So, probably not gonna... Yeah, I overcommitted to. Really bad idea for me. That's okay though, because I'm just so much faster that it's not gonna matter. And all I do is just extend away now. And that's how you have to play P-51s. I hope the Bills win. Alright, you guys, I am from Kansas, and I am a Chiefs fan. And that's not just me being a bandwagon. I am from Kansas, but I do think the Bills are going to win over the Chiefs, I'm going to be honest. And I hate to say it, but I just think they're going to win. They're a better team. Chiefs have had their, what's it called? The Chiefs have had their past couple of years. They've had a really good run. You can say what you want about it being scammed or whatever, but that's fine. I just enjoy watching. I'm not like super into football. I think I used to be, but yeah, I just enjoy it. It's like a little hobby. I just watch football when I can. Try and kept up with the kind of current standings.
Engaging the enemy. Engaging the enemy.
With bad aim. Oh, I thought that was him getting the aircraft destroyed. Nope, it was not. Maybe I should use tracer belts. Never mind. See, that only happens with ground belts. The one-shot wing off like that happens with ground belts. And then the tracers are a lot of the fires. You should try the Key 44-2 Otsu with the 450 cals. I think that's the Hay. And yeah, that thing is disgusting at 3.7. It'd be nice to see the Key 44. Yeah, Key 44 should be 5.7 fight me. I think it should be like 4.3 at least. To be honest, like the guns and its flight model are just way overperforming for 3.7 right now. Yeah, I would like to see that plane get up tiered, but I mean, why not abuse it while it's still there, you know? E44 climb range is too insane. Yeah, that and its acceleration and the guns for 50 cals, they hit extremely hard. I went to 107 with it. I know it's one of the best planes at 3.7. I think it is the best plane.
Attacking.
China P-51C. China is not number one. There was a wyvern there? Where did he come from? Honestly, screw the P-51. I'm gonna cut this guy off. I don't want to go head on with him now. I want to make sure he doesn't get a shot on me. Yeah, boy. There he goes. P-51 crashed. Nice. I think Potato got that guy. Well done. That's game. Well, one guy left, I guess. Agree. Could you play the B-17 and try to get an ace? No. No, no, no. I'm not going to fly a bomber, I don't think, anytime soon. At least like a heavy bomber like that. I would honestly fly the Tu-2. The Tu-2 is a really fun like fighter bomber because it has like front-mounted guns. And it's actually really maneuverable for a twin-engine bomber like that. Really fun to fly. I would have to get lessons by Miko. Miko's one of my squad mates, and he's like a gunship connoisseur, dude. He only flies bombers now, and like just gets absolutely insane stats with them. He's wild. Jap 50 cal buff recently? Yeah, it was about a year ago, I think. And they're just way... I think they got buffed again, too. Like, they got buffed a second time, maybe 2-3 months ago. And all of their belts now are, like, HEFI. Let me check this. Yeah, look at this. HEFI. And these are 50 cal shells. 50 cal. And 3 out of the 4 of them are HEFI. That is stupid. Alright, what plane you guys want to do? Give Defin $300 and he'll do it instead. Okay, then fly the Tu-2. I would like to see it. Yeah, Tu-2 is pretty fun as a fighter bomber. It's just at an awkward BR. I think, I don't know if Potato has it, but it's really, really fun to fly in a squad. If you have like 2 or 3 of these, then you can actually like send the enemy just packing back to the hangar. Just buy your way to ace. Ooh, you know what's really fun as a bomber? This plane right here might be the most overpowered 3.0, and this is like a hidden gem of the Chinese, or not Chinese, Japanese tech tree. If you guys want to like really bully people, it only has 2 7.7s as offensive. But if you want to bully people, just by like having better flight performance, this plane is golden. Up to your low BR planes to 4.0 to 6.0, yeah. 109G6 might be fun. I think I have it parked at 500, so I'm not gonna play it. Yeah, it's at 500. I think I'm gonna hold off from playing it for a while. I think here I'll play K4. I have a lot of DMs right here. Key 83, please. P51 at 20 mils. LF Mark 9. BV238 video. F8F1. Oh, that thing is disgusting. Oh, I'll tell you what. F8F1 might be fun. I can't type. Wow. No. 4.7 now. I just noticed how calm I am compared to when I'm playing CS. I'm a completely different person when I play CS. I'm so sorry to whoever I played CS with. I'm so like calm when I'm playing this game compared to that. EF19 G6 or K4? Personally, like the personal preference, I slightly over the K4. I prefer the G6. It's just better at that BR than the K4 is at its own BR. And I don't know. I just like the G6 more. It feels like it has more power than other planes at its BR compared to the K4. But the K4 is always going to be like the king of 109s. F8F1B, or not 1B, the F8F1, it's really, really good. Almost overpowered, but you really have to know how to fly it. It's just a really awkward plane. The rudder is really bad, 450 cals, and really crappy MER. So it's a very odd aircraft. Pyramirski might be too much of a stomp, but that's a fun one too. I don't know what's gotten into me, but I just haven't played the PM1 for a really long time, and I don't know why, but it is one of my favorite aircraft. I guess I just feel like it's too good. It climbs too well, it just performs way too well in like energy fights. Would you ever play Sim? I think so, yeah. I just have to get like a joystick though. I think if I got a joystick I'd play Sim. But like playing just with like Wasad and like just like my keyboard, it just doesn't sound very fun. But yeah, if I got a joystick, I'd play it. Every once in a while. I would still stick to ARB as my main BR, or as my main type of battle. But yeah. B51 climb rate, or the Pyramid Seed climb rate is very, very good. Sorry about the long wait, but I was just trying to figure out what everyone wanted to see. The F8F1 is going to be fun. The Cannon Stang, ooh. I have the British Premium one. And that thing, it used to be, for a really, like, short amount of time, I think a couple of months, it used to be 3.3. And I played the crap out of it when it was 3.3, and I really enjoyed it. It was kind of like a low-tier clubber. But at 3.7, I think it's balanced at 3.7. It's still a decent plane. But it's nowhere near as good as it used to be when it was 3.3. Like, at 3.3, it would fight 109Es. And, like, Focke-Wulf A1s, which are still really good planes, but they just couldn't really keep up with the Mustang. So those were really fun to fly. Would you ever put Sim? I think I already answered. No, I get that. The Pyramirski is ridiculous at 4.3, in my opinion. I agree. It's a very, very good plane. I think I wouldn't see any issues with it going to 4.7. At 5.0, it probably wouldn't be that good. But at 4.7, I'm fine with it. A tip on the F8F1 to get better damage: set your gun convergence to 400, and I also use tracers on this one because that's just what works best for me. But 400 is more of those rounds are going to impact closer together on either side of the wing, so they're going to end up doing more damage. What's the next settings for this again? I forgot. Is it this? I think it's this. I have no idea. I forgot. And yeah, with the F8F, since it has such a stupid climb rate, I just climb straight in. No side climb needed. Right in there. Started playing the Focke-Wulf 190A1 first time and only got 3 kills. Got only 3 kills. That's okay. 3 kills isn't bad. Like, that's not that bad. Hornet Mark III? Yeah, Hornet Mark III is fun to play. I think I actually flew that earlier this stream. I think the second game I played was Hornet Mark III. Yeah, Hornet is really fun. Focke-Wulf A1 is a really, really good plane at 3.0. I just don't play it that much. I get kind of annoyed by the overheating. And so, yeah, I just don't play it because of the overheating. I like the A4 a lot too. It's just not very good at 4.0. A lot of guns. I like it for reversals. How long have I been streaming? 2 hours. Oof. 2-hour stream so far, guys. Oh, dude, you know what I forgot? We need to turn the music back on. You guys want to listen to some rock? I forgot to change supercharger gear too. I'm forgetting everything right now. Wow. Sleep Token, by the way, is a really, really good rock and metal band. Love their music. Which is better, Split 24 or P51H? It depends on... It just depends, but the Mark 24 is my favorite by far out of the two of those. Because of the 20 mils. I have a hard time aiming the P51H with its 50 cals. And I just really like the 20 mils. And then the Mark 24 has better turn. It just has better altitude performance. It feels way snappier. Like, the controls of the Mark 24 are just the best. Like, they feel so snappy, they feel so perfect. It's awesome. Or the P51H feels kind of clunky. So it kind of just comes down to your personal preference. But I way over the P51H. I really prefer the Mark 24. Way over the P51H. Personally, I feel like the Mark 24 is easier to fly. Yeah. I think P51H is very, very slightly better than the Mark 24, I guess. Especially because it's a lower BR. But it's also just faster. However, you have to take a couple of things into consideration. Like, the P51H has limited WEP, while the Spitfire has unlimited. And that is a big game changer if you're trying to carry games, because you only have a certain amount of time where your engine is actually going to be better. Wow, we are in a full down tier, by the way. Yep, full down tier for us. This is going to be fun. Speaking of the Key 44, we were talking about it last game. There it is. And the F8, F1 absolutely stomps the Key 84. Or the Key 44, sorry. What do you guys think about the Key 84? I really like that aircraft. I hate Mark II Hispanos. I love them. Sometimes they spark, but it is what it is. They've always kind of sparked. So this guy, easy kill because he's going so slow, he's not paying attention. And it's always like finding the gap. I almost actually whiffed that. I will never jinx my easy kill, quote unquote, again. But if this Yak 3 doesn't really see me yet, there's no point in shooting from super far out, because that gives him more of a time to react, you know? And I'm already like right on his 6 where he's slow. So there's no point in like needing to keep going.
Commencing attack.
Oh, those didn't hit? Those hit.
Launching an
I
attack.
think that's a wing. That's flat spin, right? Yeah. That's not severe potato if you're listening to the stream. So this guy, I can actually just pitch into him because he's not paying attention again. Oh, my aim. Potato, you stole that from me. How dare you? How dare you, Potato?
Engaging the enemy.
Key 84 is really fun to fly. Yeah. I really like the Key 84. Should I go help my teammate? I think he's fine with the P47. My aim is just not what it used to be. Wow, lucky pilot snipe too. Severe. And I'm still going 600 because F8F. This thing's so dumb. I'll go for this guy. I really hope the other one's not looking at me. No! Oh no! Well, guys, that's the first death of the stream, and of course it had to be a ram. Wow, I'm in shambles right now. Okay. I'm watching the stream on my phone so I can read the chat. It just happened now. There's like a 20-second delay. Oh. Well. First death of the stream? Of course. Because why wouldn't it be? Alright, I think the F8F1 is now cursed. We should not continue to play this vehicle. Into the trash can you go. What do you guys want to play now? I think Key 84 sounds really fun to fly right now. That was bad. That was really bad. I should not have committed to that much. He did kind of turn back into me, which is weird, but I was kind of the main reason that crash happened. I got a bit too greedy. What do you have your throttle set to? Like increase and decrease? If you're new to the stream right now, I had said this earlier, but a lot of people thought it was weird. So 1 is my increased throttle and 2 is my decreased throttle. It's very weird. But yeah. Try the J6K. I don't have it. I wish I had it, but I don't. And it's also 6.7, which is a really crazy BR for it. Yeah. Yeah, I have some weird keybinds. A lot of people thought they were weird. Is Potato here? Oh, I think Potato's still in the game. I'm an idiot. I left the game before he died. Whoops. Alright, so I don't know if I should wait for him. I think... Oh no, he's here. Perfect. Perfect. I don't want to keep, like, all of you guys waiting for a couple more minutes, just doing nothing. How's the rush shaking going? Pretty good. That was actually my first death of the stream so far, and it had to be a ram. Had to be. First death was because of a huge mistake I made. Unlucky. I've used the trackpad on my laptop as my mouse ever since I started playing War Thunder. Now I'm starting using actual mouse. Trackpad, I have no idea how you do that, dude. That's impressive that you even managed to... If you even managed to go like positive KD on a trackpad, that's really impressive.
Well, yeah, I spit blood when I wake up. Sink porcelain stain, choking up brain matter and makeup. Just to
come on, give us a game. Thoughts about pilot shot, as in like getting pilot sniped? Unlucky, you know. It happens to the best of us, whether it's in your favor or whether you get pilot sniped. It just kind of happens every once in a while, and there's nothing you can do about it. So it is what it is, yeah. Because you're not really aiming for a target. I mean, some people can, but you're not usually aiming for a target that small. Like, you're usually aiming for the center of their plane, or you're aiming for their wing, you know? You're not usually aiming directly for their pilot. But it happens sometimes. Got a frontline map. I think that's the first one of the day. Let's talk about my tail getting sliced off like a fish fillet. I didn't see it. I didn't see it, my bad. I think I instantly left right as I got rammed. Because I was trying to cope with my actions. Because what the fuck? This music is not very good, I'm sorry. What? Are you kidding me? This is like one of my favorite songs of Sleep Token. I guess like it's kind of an acquired taste. Sleep Token is really good in my opinion, but I think it's more of an acquired taste. Like this song, Take Me Back to Eden, it's got to be one of my favorite rock songs ever. Yeah, it is what it is. Like, people have different tastes in music. That's alright, though. We'll listen to some synthwave. Everyone likes Gunship, right? Gunship's a great flying music. Getting people off my 6, as in, like, tips for getting people off my 6. It's kind of hard to explain. I'm trying to think. I would say get into a position where that never happens in the first place, if that makes sense. Like, don't allow people just to, like, get a kilometer behind your 6 and closing on you. Like, you should, realistically, you should definitely just be aware. Like, if you're allowing a person to get behind you that close on your 6, if they're like a kilometer or 2 away from you, without realizing it's accidental and you don't notice it, then I think you need to start checking your 6 more. I think there's things that you can do and things that you can improve in your game to make sure that doesn't happen. Like, for example, if I were just to keep climbing into that, I would be fighting 6 people by myself because the enemy side climbed all this way. So I'm just not going to go into that. But if you already have somebody on your 6, I kind of didn't answer the question, my bad. I went ranting. But the best way to get somebody off your 6 is making them compress or getting them to overshoot. So I like to do reversals because that makes them overshoot, but it also gives you a chance to shoot them back, like going from defense to offense. But ooh, this is not good. There's like a million people coming from me. No, he dodged. Alright, see, this is a mistake. Like, I'll show you what I can try and do if there's a person on my 6. Generally, if they already have altitude, I just try and dive away, because most people, or half the people, don't really feel like losing all their altitude just to chase one guy. But if they stay on you like this Yak 3, what I can do is I can make him compress, which he doesn't really compress that much. However, I can also try and make him rip. And I also turn better than him, eventually. So he's going to go faster, he's going to overshoot now. I can follow him up now, and I'm going to get a shot on him before he outstalls me or whatever. So I got a hit. And now he goes down. And that was I guess a reversal, and this guy's not even paying attention to me, so I can actually just pitch right up after this guy and kill him if the G55 doesn't get it before me. I think is that severe? I'm going to tap once. Okay, I get an assist. What? But generally, you want to like entice people not to follow you, but then if they do, you want to make it really costly for them. So even if they do stay on your 6, you want to make it so that they're super low and slow, or you want to make it so that they're not in a good position to keep on fighting after they kill you, you know? You want to make it kind of the best situation for your team if you can't kill them yourselves. What time do you play usually? It depends. Usually late at night. Like right now, for me, it's 9:41 p.m. And that's usually when I'm on. I'm gonna steal this kill potato. Aww. But yeah, I'll play like whenever I want to. Since I'm in school right now, probably not gonna be any time like from 9 a.m. to 3-4 p.m. So it's probably gonna be late afternoon to late night gameplay. What's the TLDR with the P84 and which of them is best for DBR? Personally, 5.3 is the Co, because the 12.7s are really good, and they're honestly even better than the 20s. So a Key 84 that has better armament at a lower BR is the best one, the 5.3 one. However, I'm flying the 5.7 one because I just prefer a homogeneous armament, which means all the same guns. So I have 420 mils on this, and there's only one type of guns. And for me, personally, I aim these better than I can with the 5.3 one. So I prefer this one over the 5.3. But the 5.3 is objectively better than this one. What do you think about Russia? No think. I don't think on Russia. If you're talking about in-game, Russia is very overpowered. A lot of their planes need to be down or up tiered. Since the ever since the Shivaks got buffed, every single plane in Russia needs to be up tiered. I got 1 kill that game. Wow, that's sad. Oh well. I think that's just Gaijin's horrible SFX design. All guns just sound like trash. Yeah, these guns just sound like, I don't even know what they sound like at this point. I think there's a mod you can install. I don't have it installed, but there's a mod you can install, I'm pretty sure, that makes the guns and the engines of your aircraft actually sound a lot better. And I think they sound realistic, but for example, like the 50 cals just sound horrible right now. The American 50 cals. It sounds like you're hitting a foam sandal on like a piece of wood. It sounds horrible. Alright, any suggestions, guys? K4 time? I agree. Let's go. K4, my beautiful. I've gotten some pretty ridiculous snipes. The Japanese 27 or 50 cals on the first KD4. Yeah, they're pretty ridiculous. The Japanese 50 cals right now are completely overperforming. Directional sounds also horrible. Yeah, I have a tough time with that actually in War Thunder right now. And I've had a tough time with it for about a year. Another frontline map. Yeah, there was a while where I think a lot of the guns sounded great until they decided to change all of them. I'm pretty sure the Vulcan 20mm has gotten changed like a million times by now. They changed it like every patch a couple years ago. For like every month they would just change the sound for it. It was so dumb. Looks like we got a up tier. Nope. 5360, but there's no 50. Need to play this Bitmark 14 and get Norway. Yeah, high altitude fighting on Norway. As long as you have a high altitude fighter, it can be really fun. S199 is amazing though. No. No. I mean, sure, the guns, as long as you have the 20 mils. But just the flight performance of that, I don't think I'll ever fly that. Unless I like really had to. I don't think I'll ever fly that. You would have to pay me to fly it, and I don't like accepting payments from people. 12.7 buff to the Japanese and Brita Italian ones is 100% warranted. I think the Italians needed the buff. However, the Japanese 50 cals are just overpowered now. They're way overperforming. They're way too good. Upclimb by a potato is just rough, buddy. Well, I'm using mech and you're not, so I don't want to hear it. My engine's not going to overheat this game, and yours is. How do you feel about that, huh? Just give him a second to respond. He's a bit slow, guys. Novel.
Somebody attack him!
Year 2014 Norway. I wish I played the game back then, but I didn't. I think I started playing this game in like 2019, late 2019. Or maybe not late, but that's when I started playing. And I only switched to keyboard and mouse like a year and a half ago. So I'm actually pretty new to being... It sounds weird, but I'm pretty new to being good at War Thunder. Like, I was a console pleb for the longest time until I finally got a keyboard plugged into my... console. And then after a while I switched to PC, which is about a year ago. And I noticed that, yeah, keep playing this game on controller is just so hard to do. Okay, why you turn that one? Keyboard and mouse is so much easier than controller. Only for the past 2 years, on the note of Italians, the C205 Series 3 is a really fun plane in my opinion. Yeah, C205 Series 3 is really fun. I agree, 100%. I also think that the Narval is not the fun plane to fly when you can't outclimb vertical K4, like this. I think that the Narval is only fun because of its armaments, because they get destroyed like this. Get him, potato. Nice. Ooh, look at that. Free KD. Wow, their entire team is gone. And this is, I think I talked a brief moment about this in my community post yesterday, if you guys saw that. I just don't like the state of War Thunder right now because of how quick these matches are going. Not that many people climb anymore, and it's just really annoying. Because all these people just die way too quickly for you to get good games.
Engaging the enemy. Commencing attack. Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close.
He's dead. Goodness. I almost just crashed into a teammate. Can I pull up, please? That was not the move. That was a really big mistake by me. Now I'm just low and slow. Oh well. I didn't think the Seafarer was still that fast. What is the best tactic for bombers? As in, like, shooting them down? Approach them from, not head-on, but, like, slightly offset, so kind of a diagonal, and below them. So head-on, slightly diagonal, and below. And just shoot them to pieces. Yeah, bombers can't really deal with that. Not very few bombers have a lot of guns that face that way. Never forget the Thunderbolts and Griffins screaming at altitude. I know a lot of high altitude fighters used to be way better in the meta because everyone actually climbed and everyone had a brain and they didn't just ground pound and go down. That's that. 1 hour too long, but maybe 45 minutes would be alright. I think you're talking about match timer. In my opinion, I think 45 minutes would be good. Yeah, matches are too short, but that's mainly because just the people make them like that. Oh, the AI over here. I just wish more people actually climbed and played the game like they're supposed to. Let the attackers ground pound, and let the fighters actually climb, but then everyone plays like an attacker now, and they just insta-die. And that either leaves you in a 10v1 or a 1v10, you know? If you're a player who's actually trying to play the game right. That's what I don't like about this game. It kind of keeps getting repetitive. I hope you don't mind me stream sniping into your battles. Were you the Sea Fury? That'd be funny. I'm fine with it as long as you're not on my team and you team kill me. I'm completely fine with it, guys. Feel free, dude. I don't mind at all. You have free will. As long as you don't grief the game, then you're chill. What a boring match. Oh no, did Potato die? No! Potato!
Destroy the target.
I didn't even notice. I think he got nicked off by Spitfire or something. please. Oh, that was horrible aim. What am I doing? Oh, that was bad. That was the whiff of the night on an AI out of everyone. There we go. If you guys are wondering, if you've like looked at my stat card, this is kind of why I have a lot of AI kills, because after everyone dies, this is kind of the only thing I can do. So I just kind of do what I can with the rest of my ammo, the rest of my time. Make sure the tickets don't go down. Make sure the tickets do go down. Best way to do that is kill the AI planes. Still better aim than me? No, don't say that. It just kind of comes down to practice. Practice your aim. I don't know what the best way I would say to practice your aim is. Sometime, every once in a while, I'll hop into like a custom game and just try and get my lead down. Like I will, I'll track a target like this, and I'll like constantly try and pull the proper amount of lead on them, or I'll do this and like I'll pick a spot and tap, and just see how long it takes for the bullet to travel to the enemy. A big thing about leading and aiming is knowing the velocity of your guns. Oh my god, that voice crack. So, like high velocity Hispano Mark IIs versus MG151s, very different. Like here, I'll show you. Hispano Mark IIs, 850 meters a second. Versus like Japanese 20 was pretty slow, so versus 740, so there's a pretty big difference there. So knowing how the ballistics of your gun works that you're flying on a plane, that's pretty important. For your squad mate, hater's gonna hate, potato's gonna potato. Nice flying potato. I like it. Alright, I think I'm gonna queue another game and then go get water while I'm climbing because my throat is dying. I've never talked this much. Average IL-2 damage model? No, I just whiffed. Or, well yeah, I think you're talking about the one before. D13? Oh, I don't have my alt account ready right now. Oh wait, I already had it. Wow, I'm dumb. Alright, no. There. The Hispano Mark V are the only ones I'm actually good with. Thanks for the tip. Yeah, no problem, man. Yeah, all guns are different. All guns have different ballistics, different bullet velocities. For example, the German 20 mils, they actually start out decently fast. They start out going like 785 meters a second, which is pretty close to like A&M 3s, but then they have a really bad bullet velocity drop off, so like they lose speed much faster than like A&M 2s or whatever, because I guess it's like the shape of their shell, but they just modeled the ballistics different, so they're much worse at range. Match timer's fine, tickets are the real problem. I think they should change both. So the tickets shouldn't go down by themselves. I think they changed that just recently. But I also think the match timer should be longer. I don't think there should be auto ticket bleed either, because that's just dumb. I think every map should be ticket balanced, because sometimes tickets on different types of maps are weird. Like this side will have tanks, and this side will have actual like soft targets. And the side with tanks always loses on tickets if somebody is still alive, because you can't kill the tanks, and people can easily kill the soft targets. It's very hard to deal with. Alright guys, I will be right back. I'm gonna go grab some water. Yeah, be right back. Alright. So I'm back, and we're at 3,300 meters. Perfect. Oh dang, a lot of you guys left. No! I lost viewers. I guess the gal was kind of just not talking for 2 minutes. But, oh well. Wouldn't it be better to side climb on AFK? Well, I'm only gone for like 1 minute, so I'll be okay. Like, see, I'm on this. I'm right here. If I was like gone for 3 minutes, I'd be like here, and that would be a problem. But yeah, normally you start getting first contact with enemies 3 minutes to 4 minutes into the match. So if you take off and you're quick before 3 minutes, you can pretty easily just tab out and go do whatever you want, if you want to. I think this is a down tier as well. Yep. I'm getting a lot of down tiers. This is nice. I'm surprised by the amount of down tiers I'm getting. The current meta fits really well with low altitude performing vehicles. Yes, it does, because nobody climbs anymore. It has yeah, IE Soviet aircraft, exactly. Plus their guns are buffed, so I think everything that is Russian needs to just be up-tiered. A lot of things need to be up-tiered. I think the music is a bit too loud. Oops. Yaks in particular seem to be having a great time at the meta. Yeah. Yaks, Lavochkins, a lot of things Russian, Bearcats, a lot of turn fighters like Spitfires too. A lot of those aircraft.
Excellent! Launching an attack!
GG, my time to go to sleep, have fun, and maybe guys show this server. Love you long time. Alright, have a good one, Moxie. Now the question is, will this guy see me? I should just spray. I don't know. I aim. Ugh. Are these guys blind? This is another issue. Everyone goes AFK until it's too late. Oh man, my game crashed. Aw. Rip. This is like the easiest 4K of my life, goodness. Everyone just doesn't see. What? That's wild. Sir, I have a gift. Alright, is that 109 looking? No. I don't even think this is good positioning on my part. I think the enemies are just not paying attention at all. They should have seen me by now, but they're not.
Somebody attack him!
339 is real DR? Yep. Imagine. Oh, that's way too low. He moved. Oh no, he got pilot sniped. P. Oh god, I'm gonna crash into him. Whoops. Rip. That guy's way up there. Yeah, you're just gonna run away. Okay. I'll go fight the P-38.
Attacking!
Just that one kill, 180 mentality in action. Yep. Is this guy gonna dive on me? Sir? Is he please dive on me. Oh, please dive on me. I'm going mentally insane, aren't I? Man, you guys would not want to see me play CS. Just thinking about it right now, that'd be horrible. This 109 is like the most passive dude ever. I should go say hi. But if I just go below him, he'll be enticed to turn around, right? That's my philosophy. I think I'm going to dive a bit below him, and then he's going to try and energy trap me, and then I'm going to pitch up and shoot him in the back. That's the strat. Let me get me. Sir. I mean, okay. I don't understand. That's like, I just shot 5 people this game that weren't paying attention at all, and I have an ace. That's the dumbest ace I've ever gotten. Like, what? Actually, the dumbest ace I've ever gotten. LMAO. I know, dude. I'm just so confused. I haven't played CSGO much, but I have the CS source, but shooters aren't really for me. Aren't really it for me. Yeah, I mean, people have different, what's it called, game types that they like. I think most of my time playing video games, like in its entirety, is playing FPS games. If you're not talking about like sandbox games like Minecraft or Terraria, it's probably FPS games and survival games like DayZ. I have like 1,500 hours in that. R6, I have a lot of hours in that, but I haven't played that thing in years. Ghost Recon is really fun. I need to play Ghost Recon again with the boys. That'd be really fun. I played quite a bit of COD as well. Any ace you get is dumb since it requires the enemy team to cooperate with you to get them to shoot down. I don't even know, like they just weren't even looking at this point. I don't, like this guy's not even looking either. Oh, okay. That would have been the easiest 6 kill of my life, but okay. I guess every once in a while you just get games like that. It could be because it's dusk and hazy, like the spotting system is just bugged. But I think the enemies were also just not that smart. I would rocket jump on my deathbed. Did you really like Team Fortress 2, Quake, Arena shooters? Yeah. I played a lot of Rocket League too. Like so I kind of like took a year and a half break from War Thunder like a couple years ago, and during that year and a half I got really into Rocket League, and I was actually pretty good at Rocket League too. Like I got a new Ethernet cable for my Xbox, and I just started playing Rocket League every day, and I could have gone, no I couldn't have gone pro, there's no way, but I got to like Grand Champ too, and it was fun while it lasted, but eventually Rocket League just got boring. The developers made a bunch of shitty game decisions that kind of just made Rocket League dead. So I don't play it anymore. But yeah, Rocket League for a while was my main game. I can't play games for too long. I'll try everything in that game and can be completely burnt out and will never play it again. Yeah, that's kind of how I am with some games. Like, there's this one game on Xbox called Vigor, however you say it, however you want to say it. And it was fun. It was kind of like, if you guys know what Escape from Tarkov is, it's kind of like a console version of that. Very similar playstyle, very similar like dynamics. Same kind of like objectives where you have to go in and then get a bunch of loot, you get out, and an exfil. And I played that game off and on, and I just kept getting burnt out. And I kept coming back to it, burnt out, coming back. And that game, Daisy as well, it's happened with me with War Thunder countless times. R6 as well, Rainbow Six. Yeah, it happens with a lot of games for me. A lot of it is just because the communities are bad, or the game developers make bad choices, you know. And you kind of just get stuck in a state where the game is shit, but you keep playing it. Used to really enjoy Rocket League 2. War Thunder's getting extremely close to complete burnout. Yeah, if the developers don't turn this game around within the next couple of years, I don't see this game keeping its popularity. I think it's going to get worse. I don't see this game, if the developers keep on their line, I don't see this game getting better. That guy's going straight down. Rocket League is an actual tragedy now. Yeah, because that was one of the games I really enjoyed because there wasn't any cheaters. It was like almost impossible to cheat in that game, but then people started figuring it out. So, you know, now Rocket League is cheaters, Epic Games bought it, they made a bunch of shitty decisions with all that crap. Yeah, and so I just stopped playing Rocket League. Alright, I think I'll do one more game. What do you guys want to see? Because, yeah, the player count's also dwindling. Or the viewer count's dwindling. It's gone from like 60 to 40. Oh no. Let me know what you guys want to see flown. Got the Tempest, Hornet, Spitfire, and the British Tech Tree. We got the F44B. Oh, what do you guys think about this one? XP55? Maybe? S199? I think I'm good. Dodo? I actually don't have the B2, but I really enjoy this one a lot. That's not a bad plan. That could be fun to fly, but XP55 sounds really fun too. Tempest Mark II. I like it. Boring OP meta planes. XP55, let's go. PV1D10. That's on my alt account, unfortunately. Alright, do you guys want XP55 or Tempest Mark II? 1 for XP55 and 2 for Tempest Mark II. Like in chat, just type number 1 or 2. Tempest, I think that's, alright, Tempest it is. 4 to 1. 5 to 1. Goodness. 6 to 1. Wow. XP55 is fun and all, but it's a bit OP. Oh, of course it has to be this map. I loathe this map. Hate it, dude. In Tempest we trust. Yes. Tempest is the best. Love this thing. Yeah, we did get a full down tier though. Again, what is with... Dude, I've never had this many full down tiers, I swear. Like, there's been so many today. I don't know if it's like the streamer RNG luck. Could be. Could be the streamer luck, but who knows, man. I'm liking these full down tiers though. They're really nice. Get me a lot of fun games. Well, also the enemy team's dying really quickly, but yeah, it's fun. Garbage map? Yeah. Best map for real? Hell no. Yep. Haven't had a single fun match on this map, I swear. I like how everybody hates it, but Gaijin just keeps it in. It's fun. It's horrible. Oh, look, Yak 3 crashed on their team. Let's go. One less OP plane to deal with. Moo? Interesting. And switch gear. Alright. So yeah, this is gonna be my last match before I end the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed though. Like, I hope you guys found it entertaining, informational, what's it called? Educational. Hope you guys learned something. Is it bad that I actually like this map? Yes, it is. Triple J, you should be banned from the chat right now. If you like this map. Ban him, boys. My imaginary moderator for my chat, ban him. I wish the Sea Fury got its missing 300 or so horsepower. I absolutely agree. Yeah, Sea Fury needs its horsepower. Like in real life, it did have a lot more horsepower. Same with a lot of the Focke-Wulfs. A lot of the Focke-Wulfs had way more horsepower. Their flight models in game are completely unrealistic, and I really wish the Focke-Wulfs were historically accurate. I don't care whatever BR they go to. I just want accurate flight models. Like the A5 Focke-Wulfs, all of them are just horrible right now. For sure, I think it was an awesome stream. Thank you guys. That's good to hear. Will you be streaming more often? I don't think so. Or, well, not more often, but I think I'll stream every once in a while, yeah. It depends on if I actually want to, like, make YouTube videos or streams. Because I think YouTube videos get me more views. But I don't really stream for the money or anything. Like, I barely make any money as it is. I just got my channel monetized. But I'm just kind of like a casual YouTuber, so I suppose streaming more often rather than uploading videos wouldn't be that bad.
Launching an attack.
This guy has no idea what's about to hit him, does he? But yeah, I can see myself streaming in the future, about the same, like maybe once a week or so. It's not a bad thing. I mean, like I enjoyed this. It seems like you guys also enjoyed the stream, which I'm really glad you guys did. So I think it's a good idea that I stream every once in a while, rather than just upload videos and don't stream. This is kind of like a new thing for me, but I liked it. A lot of Yak 3s. Like, a lot.
Launching an attack.
I don't even know who to... Nah, I'm just gonna go for this guy. Easy kill. I think I should split S and get the heck out of here. Get the heck out of here. Tempest Mark II is supposed to be fast. Imagine. Aw, I wish. Alright, we're chilling. Oh, Potato go. Potato's chilling. Well, I like your vids to help me learn how to play way better. I need some help. The struggle is real. Oh no. I like editing videos, but sometimes they're just too time consuming, and I feel like streaming like this, it only takes like for example, 3 hours of playing is 3 hours of streaming, you know? So, and then like I have to get, for a video, I have to get 20 hours or so of content, and then I edit it for a couple of hours, and then I just kind of, I don't know what's it called. I need to concentrate here. Nice. What was I saying? Making YouTube videos takes a lot longer than streaming like this. But like, yeah, it's not a bad thing. Will this guy pitch up for me? Aw, Potato got him. Rip.
Commencing attack.
Dang, everyone's dying now. No. This would have been a really high kill game if I just got those guys. Oh, that guy died over there too? Dang. It was a good game though. That could have been like 7 or 8 really easily.
Engaging the enemy.
I'd say don't make a hobby a job responsibility. Yeah, I know. Definitely, this is definitely not a job for me. Like, I've not earned much at all from this, which is fine. I do this for fun, and I'm glad I can help you guys while having fun, you know? Turning a hobby into a teaching kind of thing. FW1 on nerfs to complete dog shit. Yeah. I've been playing IL-2 Great Battles for my Focke-Wulf. I've been thinking about getting a IL-2 battle, or IL-2 Storm Raid Battle Simulator 2.
Solo effort and victory will be ours.
Let's see, I think that's like the second to last guy left. Maybe the last guy. Can I get 6? Head on me? Head on me? Nope. Bad aim, bad aim. Oh. I saw he was severe, so I just sprayed, and I missed all my shots, so unfortunate. No 6 today. Last guy's bomber. Maybe he's at his base. Stream was fun, by the way. I wish I could have cut it earlier, but I could only catch the final half. That's alright. I think I'm going to be streaming now. Since you guys liked it, I also liked it. I think maybe once a week or so, if maybe even more. I don't know. It just kind of, we'll just kind of see where it goes, you know? Because I have no idea where it's going to go. This is my first time streaming. And yeah, we'll just kind of figure it out along the way, I guess. I think I'm not going to stream tomorrow, definitely not, because I want to watch the NFL playoffs. Oh yeah, but I think the Chiefs are going to lose against the Bills, so I'm not too happy about that. Hell yeah. Yeah, nice one, Potato. Nice. Alright guys, well I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I think we died a grand total of 1 time just because I decided to get a bit too greedy and ram somebody. I hope you guys learned at least like kind of how I play, kind of got into my like thought process about how I approach certain situations, and I hope to do this a couple more times. Alright, I honestly have no idea how to end the stream. Here we go. Alright, have a good one.